Realized I should probably do that. Hi, YouTube. Hello, everybody. Hi! Chat, good morning! I'm so excited! We get one of the easiest streams ever. Chat, everyone wanted me to do some tier lists again. Because it was very popular the last time, so we're doing it again. I should probably make myself a little bit bigger. There we go. Hi, chat! Chat, if you didn't see, a whole bunch of our friends are streaming a whole bunch of other stuff. Yeah, tier lists are fairly easy. At least for me. Hi, Lou. Hi, Mika. Man, everybody's here. Hello. Chat, if you guys didn't see, Ren and Cap'n are streaming Stardew. Cinna's doing one of the Rage games. I was over there. And Lou is doing Water Park Sim, because I know this isn't like everybody's favorite. I understand that. But a whole bunch of our friends are also streaming, so if you feel like going to support other people, go ahead and hop over. I'm not big on the whole, like, oh my god, you're competing with all these people. No, the fuck I'm not. Why the fuck would I do that? Hell no. Chat, if you want to watch something else, you can watch something else. Like, for some people, this is like, oh, this is just like clickbaity, rage baity type of thing. For me, it's fine. For me, it's fun. Chat, everyone was kind enough to submit a bunch of tier lists here. And so we'll be going over them today. I'm very excited. I think you could... Oh, you can't see them. Chat, I think we'll leave them as, like, a surprise. Does it mean you have to be ruthless about it? For some people, it kind of does. For some people, it's, like, direct competition. For me, it's not. Everyone's gonna watch whoever they want to at the time. Like, I was watching 3 people this morning. Was it a lot? Yes. But was it fun? Absolutely yes. So maybe I'm the outlier. But hi, chat. Good morning. That's a side thing. Hi! Chat, everyone put in a whole bunch of tier lists. I'm very excited. There's a couple of really weird ones. It's gonna be a time. If you guys missed it, the last time we did one of these, it got a little weird. Cause some of these I know nothing about. So many streamers brain rot. I get to a point where I can't. Thankfully, everybody this morning was, like, super chill, and I was like, oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Nobody was, like, yelling at anyone or anything like that, so it's perfection. Chat! It's gonna be a weird day. Am I only on at work in the mornings? I'm so sorry. Well, that is kind of why I started streaming at this time, because I had nobody to watch myself when I was at work, because a lot of the streamers that I would watch were either really, really late, or if they were on during the day, they weren't appropriate for me to watch with kids. So it was a lot of, like, the aquarium streams, let's see, who else used to stream in the mornings? Really wasn't a lot of, like, Americans that I could watch. It'd be a lot of VODs and stuff like that. Maybe some Soviet Womble, and that'd be about it. That was only if he was playing something that, like, if a kid walked into my office, I wouldn't get in trouble for. So I guess that's why I'm here. So hi, chat. Hey, thanks for not having other popular streamers about this time. That's the reason why I'm here at this time. Yay. Chat, which one do we want to do first? Do we want to do this one, or do we want to do a different one? So you guys put in a couple of different tiers. And some of them are a little crazier than others. It's going to be a fun time. Also, have fun lurking. Okay, so you're the one that created this. Am I only supposed to use the top 2, or should I also use B, C, and D, just for the hell of it? is this you, Neck? I was so confused because I'm like, I don't know if I'm supposed to use B, C, and D as well. Also, chat, I lost a follower. We're back at 1299 followers. Thanks whoever unfollowed me. Much appreciated. You can use it for the shits? Oh, hell yeah. So, chat, this is, fool me what, shame on who. So, chat, it's like fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me type of thing. So, chat, we're gonna try and, make this tier list. Because Neck thought it would be funny. So if I've been fooled once, is it shame on me or shame on you? Did they get removed? Delete. Oh, I could delete them. Okay, here. We'll get rid of B and C, and we'll go from there. Hold on, wait. Hold on. Because I think, yeah, there we go. Chat. We'll keep D tier. Because I think D would be funny. Hi, Reeker. Chat, if I'm fooled once, is it shame on me, shame on you, or D? I have a feeling that if I know this from experience, that I'm an idiot. And if I've been fooled, it's probably a shame on me. If it's once, I think it's probably myself. Okay? He's funny. Alright, good. Chat, I think, now I'm gonna go in order. I know it's not really in order. Fool me twice. Chat, if I've been fooled twice, I think, I think that's a shame on me. Okay? I think that's my fault. If I can't hold it to once or twice, then it has to be myself. Now, I think if I'm getting fooled 3 times in a row, Chad, I think that's just somebody being rude. I think that's a shame on you. I think, like, I'm trying to think of, like, every time Minecraft comes in and goes, oh, Q, your webcam turned on. He's done that, like, 3 or 4 times. At a certain point, I think it just goes on to the person where we just look at Minecraft and we're like, you've done this multiple times before, man. I don't think it's worth it anymore. I don't know. I don't know why you've decided to fool me 3 or 4 times. Which, of that, I think, if it's a fool me 4 times, I think that's still on the person. Because then you're just being mean. I think we're gonna look at you in, like, a different light. However, I think if it's 5 times around, I think it kind of goes around in this circle of funny. And, I think it goes back on me of, like, you know, why is this still occurring? What did I do to deserve this? At that point, I think we've gone full circle, and I think now it's a shame on me. Now, I think that's probably good for at least 6 times. Where I just have to go, it has to be a problem with me at this point. Maybe, let's say 7. It's like a roundabout thing, chat. Okay, that's what I'm thinking of. Now, if we're hitting 8, 9, 10 times, I think that's just D tier. I think that is, that's just not funny. And I don't know why you think it's funny. And, I think that just comes on to, you needed to be kicked a lot earlier. I think that's what it is. I think... I think the first 2 times, okay, that's funny. That's completely shame on me. How dare I fall for that? After 3 or 4, it's like, why are you still doing that? Yeah, if I didn't learn after the 5th or 6th or 7th time that I probably should have just, like, kicked you out at that point, then I think that's just, sadness. It's dumb, but it's funny. It's dumb, but it's funny. This is exactly what I needed. Thank you, Nick. I think we've kind of seen what my humor is. And I think that's a good tier list. 10 out of 10. I think it goes around in a whole roundabout thing. Alright, chat. Let's see what we got next. I get in trouble for all these dragons. For which dragons? For dragons, probably not. Something else, maybe. Dragon D's nuts. All right, thank you. All right, chat. Now we got a tier list of animals. Now, this is probably gonna piss off some of you guys, but there are definitely certain animals in the context of Planet Zoo that I absolutely despise. So chat, this is a tier list on every Planet Zoo animal. Now we've got S tier to F tier. I'm gonna go based off of a couple of different things. It's gonna be 1, what I remember them doing. 2, how easy it is to throw them into the zoo. 3, if they fornicate a lot. 4, if I can make a profit off of them. Now there's a couple of things for that. Now I'm gonna go through these kind of quickly because chat, as you can see, there's a lot of them. There's an absolute lot of them. And I think we have access to all of them. I do not have the most 2 recent DLCs, so I'm not sure which ones those are. So, very rimworld of you. Listen. Alright, so chat, we've got, I think this is a boa constrictor. I'm gonna say a pretty decent B tier. Now, the reason for that is 1, a lot of people come over here to come look at the boa constrictor. The other problem is, though, they're very easy to put in. They're very difficult to get them to fuck and make more boa constrictors. Now, if you've seen how frequent it is that I put in the little exhibits and literally set, ever since somebody told me that you could do this, where you could have them fuck and you sell the males and release the females, I go based off of how profitable that is and how quickly they can reproduce themselves. So I'd say the boa constrictors don't fornicate enough, but people come to see them more frequently. So I'd say they're still useful, but in terms of, like, things to put into the exhibits, not great. You're not going to get your returns that quickly. Not at all. Now, we have one of the iguanas, though. The iguanas, though, always fucking. All the time. I could sell those fuckers all the time. And I make a lot of profit off of them. So I like having them around. However, the spiders, all definitely F tier. Just specifically for the fact that I don't fucking like spiders. I also hate this Goliath beetle. Now, he's a little bit more above spiders, because at least he's not a spider. But they die off so quickly. To the point where anytime that they're like, oh, there's an empty exhibit, you should go check it out. It's always this fucker. He always dies off so quickly. I hate him. Speaking of dying off quickly and always having a problem, we also have the flamingos. The flamingos could suck my butt. They want too many of them, and it's always disgusting and dirty, and they're always getting sick. Every time. Whenever there's a problem, they're like, oh, there's an exhibit that's dirty. It's the flamingos, because you have to have like 40 of them or they get sad. The flamingos suck. It's great because the guests are able to go in there and they're able to pet them and shit, and they really like that. But it's always fucking covered in shit. Every time. They are some of the worst goddamn creatures in the fucking game. Would not recommend them. We've also got the little cockroach. He's okay. He's not great. He doesn't bring in a lot of people towards him. However, we got another iguana. We have like a lesser iguana, and then we've got like an actual iguana. They're both pretty set standard. Depends on if you're doing like a thematic zoo, like which one you're going for. If you're going for like a certain area or anything like that, like I do. Speaking of, we got another spider. Fuck off. Then the exhibit would be less full of shit. No, it's not even that the people are going in there to pet the flamingos. It's because there's so many flamingos, they shit everywhere. Because they want so many flamingos in the exhibit in order for them to be happy. Because they're like, oh my god, I need a minimum of like 20 flamingos or something like that. And then they all fuck, And then there's baby flamingos, so then you end up doubling it, so you have like 40 fucking flamingos going around and shitting. And the keepers only come by once a month. They shit more frequently than that. There is so much shit everywhere. And you just can't get rid of them. Because then they get sad. And it takes forever for them to get to an adult so that I could kick them out of the goddamn zoo. I'll try to do all the exhibit ones first, because this is easier. Then we have another snake. Now, I like snakes. We've got I think this is the diamondback rattlesnake. He's kind of nice. He's not as popular as the boa constrictor, though. Not as many people show up for him, but he's pretty cute. We've also got, I think this is a brown snake. I think that's what that is. He's okay. Again, not a lot of people come to see him. He also doesn't procreate as frequently. Same thing with this little Amazon guy. I can't remember what he is. He's like a little centipede. He always dies off so quickly. Every time. He dies off, and then I've got an empty exhibit, and I'm like, okay, this is great, and then I gotta try and figure out what the hell I'm gonna put in there. Where's the other exhibit animals? We've got another snake over here. This one's a better desert one. This one, if I remember right, this little guy, I think he procreates more frequently, so I like having him around. We've also got this snake. I'm gonna put him, this is gonna be snake tier. Chat, the snakes make me a lot of money. An awful lot of money, so I like them. So chat, more snakes. Is this a blue-tongued skink? Is that what that is? I think that's a skink. I'm gonna put you in a mid-tier, because I'm not sure which one you are. Is that all the exhibit animals, chat? Oh, the butterflies, though? The butterflies absolutely are awful. I like that they can walk in there, and they can go see them. The problem is one, you never see them. And two, they die off super quickly, or we end up with a shit ton of them everywhere. There's no in between. These butterflies can suck my butt all the time. Also, we have a random chicken. I didn't really like the barnyard stuff. I'm gonna say that's probably like a pretty good D tier. It didn't force a lot of like visitors in or anything like that, so it made it really difficult. When we played through the petting zoo kind of DLC thing, the barnyard one with all of the donkeys and stuff, I mean, the chickens were just kind of like an afterthought. They didn't really help with a lot of the stuff. It wasn't really a great thing, you know. Are there half of them AI? No. They're actual pictures of the animals in the thing. They're just really, really tiny. But no, I don't think any of them are AI. At least the Planet Zoo pictures have been around a lot longer than Gen AI has been. It looks AI. It probably is. It's probably based off of it. Like Midjourney is, because I'm sure that they probably like took a bunch of these pictures and threw them through. Because it's just pictures of them, I think, in the game, if I remember right. But yeah, these have been around for a while. Oh, and then we got the snail. The snail likes dying off pretty quickly too, so we'll throw him over here. He's pretty mid-tier. Not a lot of people will show up for him. Then we got the turtles. Now, the turtles are okay. They draw in a lot of people. They don't break out very frequently, so I kind of like them. The problem is that you have to deal with so many of them because it takes forever for them to turn into an adult, so you cannot use them towards the, you know, oh, you gotta let out so many animals types of things. Like, you gotta release them. So if you have that as one of your things in one of the time scenarios, you can't use them for it. It sucks. It absolutely sucks. We've also got one of the frogs. Now, they like the frogs. They like coming by and they like looking at the frogs and they like, you know, checking them out. They're pretty much on par with the iguanas. I think they're a little bit more popular. They just don't fornicate very frequently, so I can't use them as a like a money source. Same thing with this bug. The bugs do not live that long. I think they have like a year's lifespan or something. Oh, we got this pretty frog. S tier. Not only is he good looking, I think if I remember right, I think a lot of the guests like him. Let's see, what else do we got? We got a couple of, like, these African animals. See, I'm not really a fan of a lot of them. Anybody that I could kind of, like, throw together, like these little gazelles and shit like that, they usually 9 times out of 10 don't like looking at people. And so they get sad, and then you have to put a one-way glass in them. Otherwise, they get really upset. Same thing with the lemurs. Fuck the goddamn lemurs. They get so upset all the time looking at all of the guests, and they're like, oh my god, I don't want to be here. This is terrible. There's people looking at me. Motherfucker. I am feeding you. Let somebody look at you. It's not like they're in there. Not anything like that. They just get really stressed out for no reason. We have one of the sun bears. He's pretty okay. Not a lot of people will show up for him. But he is definitely memorable. He's kind of cute. Same thing with the grizzly bear. Always put in the grizzly bear whenever possible. He's very, very easy to appease. There's not really any problems with them for the most part. The red pandas, they absolutely adore. However, he's not an S tier because he also suffers from the same fate as the lemurs, where he gets sad if he's looked at too much. So you gotta be very careful with that. We have another, like, you know, useless kind of African animal. They kind of just make, like, an African exhibit, and you kind of just throw them all together. I think this is a Folsom black bear, right? Or a Chinese bear. He's kind of cute. He's very good. Oh, chat, we got a panda. Chat, every time there's a panda, they love the pandas. They will crowd around the fucking panda. The pandas don't fornicate, but the amount of people that come in to look at this goddamn panda outweighs the fact that I cannot get a second panda. They will show up and they will be like, oh my god, panda. Every goddamn time. Also, I think we should just rename this to Spider Tier. Just put all the spiders there. Alright, then we got this fucking timber wolf over here. This guy's an asshole. If you guys remember, I have a pretty famous clip of this little fucker. No, I hate spiders. It freaks me out. This little asshole kept jumping out of his enclosure and eating the fucking garbage bin that was next to him. So not only did he cost me $25 twice, because he kept jumping out and eating the same garbage bin, which I then had to replace, but I also had to, raise up his little enclosure, because he kept jumping out. This little fucker named Tyler spent so much fucking money because he couldn't be happy where he was living. He had so many toys, he was so happy, he had good food. He just fucking hated me and he kept jumping out. He didn't do anything, he just fucked up a trash can and ate it. Truly the dog of dogs. Truly the dog. We've got a hyena here. They're pretty okay. Same thing. They're just as loud as the timber wolves. They won't shut the fuck up. Or wait, I think these are the African wild dogs. I think these are the hyenas. They're pretty much all the same. They pretty much all won't shut up for the most part. But they do like going to see them. They're pretty easy to handle. They're pretty easy to take care of, so a lot of them will like that. Let's see. We got a hippo. I don't think we've ever really used the hippos that frequently. They are quite cute, but I think we'll put them here in a C tier. They're kind of mid, you know, not a lot of people show up for them. Then we got a tiger. Chat, they love looking at the tigers. Same thing with the elephants. The elephants, though, I'm going to put in an A. Because the elephants like ripping down their walls and swimming out in that one, scenario that we kept doing. They were the most annoying shit. Yeah, the hyenas are on B. They like them, they're easy to take care of, but they're very fucking loud. So anytime that I, like, go past them, it's just rah, 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 rah the entire time. The hyenas are loud, the African wild dogs are loud, and the timber wolves are loud. Something about them. Okay, these fucking gazelles, you guys are going in F tier. These guys are afraid of everything. I fucking hate these creatures. They're the worst of the African area. These guys as well. I think these guys are the antelopes. I think they are. They just kind of get thrown into the African exhibit. You don't really, like, do much with them. Same thing here. I think you guys are similar. I think they both kind of follow the same pattern where they get upset when anybody's looking at them. Hi, Belf. I just don't like dealing with them. Same thing with the anteaters. The anteaters hate whenever people look at them. They hate it so much, and I don't want to deal with it. Oh, and then we got a cheetah. Okay, the cheetahs are cool. Now, I get upset when I'm perceived, but the whole point of the animals is to be perceived. But the little leopards are pretty easy to deal with. You can give them a pretty decent fence, and they won't break out. So they're okay. Then we got the warthogs. Same thing. We're going to put them over here in the African area. You happen to pass by a hyena taking a dump. I do remember that hyena taking a dump. Oh, chat, we got otters. Otters, I'm going to say A. Penguins, I'm definitely going to say A. 1, I love penguins. 2, the aquatics pack that they came in, phenomenal. So much fun. I have never had that much fun in a little pack ever. Then we have, like, these Japanese monkeys over here. These guys are usually in, like, a little snowy area. They like climbing a lot, but they like climbing a lot. Now, when I say a lot, what that means is every inch of their fucking exhibit has to be covered in climbing shit. So while they bring in a whole bunch of people, and it has a nice little frosty area, and they're easy to take care of, you have to build so much climbing stuff for them and make sure that they can't get out. They are constantly getting out. We have another tiger over here. They like them. So what's holding me back from the penguins is that I think I'm probably biased. I like putting in the penguins, but then you have to deal with water and placing water. And in Planet Zoo, trying to place water is one of the most annoying things in the world. Honest to God, horrible. Hate it. Okay, so we got some more bears over here. I'm trying to put them all in, like, similar areas. We've got some more elephants. They really like the elephants. They like showing up for the elephants, and they like looking at the elephants. There's a couple of different elephants in here. There's the Indian elephants, the African elephants. I think these ones, though, are the ones that don't try to break out, if I remember right, because there's 2 different ones. There's an Indian one and there's an African one. The smaller one doesn't try to break out as frequently. These ones, though, do. These big savanna ones, they try and break through everything. Horrible. Awful little creatures. Now we've got a whole bunch of scorpions. Now, these guys are okay. They live a little bit longer than their bug counterparts, but they still look like a spider and they still freak me out, and I try not to buy them as much as possible. We've got some ostriches. Same thing, I'm going to put them in the African area because I kind of throw them in just as, like, filler. Same thing with the poor zebras. Whenever we're doing any of the little encounters and stuff, it's usually typically just, oh, I'm just, you know, throwing them in. Here's the pronghorn fuckers. You're also going at the bottom. All 3 of these little fuckers hate being perceived. They're awful to deal with. I hate them. I will not put them in. Now, the kangaroo that's here... Sorry, I'm jumping around because I'm trying to remember half of these. The little kangaroo, I don't know too much about because I don't think we placed him when we did the Africa thing. I think we ended up skipping him. So I'm going to put him in, like, a pretty good mid-tier. He's not bad or anything like that. He just wasn't memorable, chat. We've got more of the big cats. They really like the big cats. I was able to get quite a few of them to procreate and get quite a few of them. So that was a good thing. We've got this pretty little serval over here. Same thing. He's usually like your big, you know, animal that you get at the very end. We got a snow leopard over here. I had a snow leopard that I think broke out at one point. If I remember right, I think he kept breaking out of the enclosure because he was climbing it. I don't think he was jumping it. I think he was being a little fuck and climbing it. He's still pretty popular enough that I'll forgive him for that. I will absolutely forgive him for that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with him. We got some dung beetles, same thing. They just kind of die off pretty quickly. Then we got some frogs. They do really like the frogs. This one is the big Goliath frog. Beautiful creature. They love going to see him. Oh my god, we got a turtle! Chat, I love turtles. And the reason why I put the turtles higher than the penguins is when you put them in the exhibit, you don't actually have to, for the box turtles, the snapping turtles, you don't have to actually place the water. It places the water. You just place the exhibit, you just give them some sticks, they're excited about it. I don't have to do a damn thing with the water. It is phenomenal. I think this is turning into how much work do I have to do for these animals versus how much do I get back. They like looking at the turtles, and I don't have to do anything for the turtles. So the turtles are my favorite. They're pretty great. Oh, look, we got more penguins! These ones are, I believe, the little chin strap penguins, right? So this one's an emperor, this one's a chin strap, this is a little, like, these ones are usually found in, like, Africa, South America types of things. They're really cute. I just like all penguins. I really, really like penguins. What else do we got? Oh, we got raccoons. Chat, I'm still working on my America park that I was doing in my free time, and I have so many raccoons in there, and they love going over and looking at them. I never have any problems with them. I let them climb everywhere. They love it. They just hang out. They're just there. There's no problems. They don't get sick. They just exist. They're the best fucking creature that you could put in there. Now, they're not popular, but I also don't have to do anything with them, which is great. What else do we got? We've got, here's the wildebeest. He just gets thrown into the Africa area as well. We've got, I think this is an emu. I don't think the emu really did as much. Chat, we got bats. Okay, so the bats kind of work. You kind of have to put them into like one of those overarching walkthrough exhibits, which are kind of annoying to build and put stuff into. I think they're still cute. I think just putting them into the game is just really annoying. Now, the peacocks, they're gonna go down here with the spiders. The peacocks, the peafowls, anything that's similar to that. Where's the other ones? There's peacock, peafowl. Oh, we got another butterfly over here. Hot take, I'm actually good at games and streaming. Yeah, right. Oh, chat, we got another flamingo. Fuck that flamingo. Oh, chat, look at the little tiny blue penguins! Okay, we put in a whole bunch of these guys. They were really cute. I put a whole bunch of them in when we did that scenario. Such an amazing little creature. I love him. We got some more bats. He's gonna go over here with the other bats. So we got fruit bats, and I think we have African bats, I think is what it is. Here's another fucking antelope. Kiss my ass. Where's the other? There's a peacock and then there's a peafowl. There's two different things. Where's the other one? Are they missing one? Or am I blind? Oh, we got another turtle. Good turtle. No, not African wildlife. No, no, no. Chat, sloth! Okay, I love sloths, but they also suffer with the bats that they need that big walkthrough exhibit, and you can't do anything with them. You can't make them a nice little enclosure or anything like that. Now, this one I think is the three-toed sloth that they have, if I remember right. Now, they're okay, but that walkthrough exhibit is so annoying to place. And it looks so ugly when you place it that you have to build an entire shell for it. Otherwise, you're just gonna see this big, ugly fucking black box. So it's more work to put these guys in than it's actually worth it. Whereas I could just place the little shell and then I could just put in these cute little turtles. Look at the gator image. I know there's a couple of gators in here. This is, I think, one of the horned serpents, right? He's okay. He's okay. He definitely fornicates a lot. He brings me a lot of profit, so he's alright. We got, this one's the black and white ruffed lemur. This guy is pretty similar to the other one. This is the ring-tailed lemur. This little fluffy fucker also hates being perceived, so he's annoying to deal with. Then we have these ones. Now, these ones, in comparison to their counterpart, these red and black lemurs get more upset than their counterparts do. All the time. I don't know why. I will put all three of them together. These ones are always more stressed out than the others. Same exact exhibit, same exact conditions. He just fucking hates me, I guess. I don't know what else to tell you. Oh, we've got the really cool orangutan over here. This beautiful fucker. I can't move it, shut up. This beautiful fucker, I know we watched that entire video about the one that kept breaking out. And we were talking about how smart these guys are. He's cute. He's very easy to please. He's very easy to throw into a zoo and make a ton of money from. And you don't have to put him with anyone. And he's just as happy as can be. Happy as a clam. Just leave him by himself. He's great. We've got one of the Arctic wolves over here. This little fucker won't shut up too, so he's going over here into the wolf area. We got a little monkey here. He's okay. I don't think we've really played too much with him. I'll put him around the same area as the lemurs, since we would make them pay taxes. Wait, what? That means they have to learn. Oh, chat, we have another otter. So there's a couple of different otters. The otters are okay. I know Otter's gonna be mad at me for saying this. They dirty their water too much, if I remember right. So it's a lot to deal with them. So I don't like putting them in as much as possible. Let's see. Oh, here's a donkey, right? Is this the donkey? Fuck you. Fuck you. Pyrrha literally bought us one of the DLCs just so we could play with the donkey, and I'm still upset about it. We've got another one of the loud yappers. The fennec foxes are just as loud, but they don't need as much space. So I'm gonna put them in an A tier. Because they're very loud still, so I won't put them in an S tier. But it's so easy to make them happy. They just need a little bit of desert, and then they're just as happy as can be. And then we have this cute fucking looking little quokka. Look how cute he is. He's just a little round unit. Nothing's wrong with him. He just kind of hangs out. He just does his thing. All right, we got another frog. You can go in, yeah, you can, I think you're like a decent little A tier, because I think this is the little axolotl, isn't it? But, they don't fornicate as much. We got another bear over here. I think this is a Chinese bear. Right? I think this is the Chinese bear. I think this is a sun bear. I think... We got a lot of bears. We got a lot of bears, chat. Capybara! I'm gonna say A. I think he was part of the aquatic thing, if I remember right. What else do we got? We got a porcupine. We got some more African animals. See, this is my problem, is I can't really tell the African animals apart because I just kind of all toss them into the same thing. And just kind of leave them be. It's great because I could toss so many of these things into a certain spot and just not worry about it. But at the same time, that means that they're just so immemorable that I just don't care about them. Like, look at this guy. Look at all of them. Oh, we got a little kiwi! Okay, so I'm probably biased, but a friend of mine really likes kiwis, and I made him a kiwi, so I kind of like the kiwi. He's a good little creature. He's a good little guy. And we got a platypus here. I don't think we've actually put in platypuses. I don't know if he's an exhibit animal or what he is, so I'm probably gonna put him at like a pretty mid. Because I don't think we've done anything with him. What else do we got? We got swans. I have a vendetta against them after killing one of our people in RimWorld, so I'm not gonna put him in. Oh, we got a little sand cat! Okay. Chat, I've met a sand cat. They're super cute. They're super tiny. I would die for this creature. I don't think we've had him in Planet Zoo anytime soon, or anytime in the most recent bits, but he's a precious little guy. Now, we got a red fox over here. I need to put him into my America Zoo, so I don't have any particularly strong opinions on him yet, because I haven't had the chance to actually build his little exhibit and place him in there. It's a very slow-moving zoo. Oh my god, what the hell is this guy called? He's a little Chinese one. Oh my god, what the hell is his name? He's like a little rodent. He's okay. He's pretty mid-tier. He's alright. We got the chimps. The chimps are very hard to take care of because they need quite a bit of space. Not surprising. So it's a little hard trying to fit it into a zoo. Same thing with these guys over here. They're not bad. They're just difficult to deal with. Same thing with these guys. We got little armadillos and stuff. These guys are always so freaked out whenever anybody even breathes in their general direction. So same thing. They also need a one-way mirror. They're terrible to deal with. Got some more monkeys over here. We've got... Man, fuck these gators. The gators need so much space. And if you're as bad as me, you may accidentally put other animals in with the gators, and the gators will absolutely eat them. Oh, Chad, here's another donkey. Fuck you. Oh, look, another donkey. Fuck you. Why is there so many donkeys in this fucking game? There's 3 goddamn donkeys. What do we need all these donkeys for? Alright, we got some more bears. The bears are all kind of similar. Oh, Chad! An alpaca! I love them. I love them so much. They're great little creatures. Alright, we got another turtle. Same thing. These turtles take forever to fucking grow up. People really like them, though. So they will show up for them. That's why they're kind of as high as they are. But it takes forever for them to grow up so that I could actually kick them out. So they're usually a little bit lower. They're not great animals, but I could throw in a whole bunch of them. I think this is a dick. They're okay. They're tiny little creatures. They're very, very cute. I think this one is also a different kind of hyena. Fuck you. You won't shut the fuck up. I think this is another African dog. They won't shut up. Giraffes. Giraffes are okay. Giraffes, however, if you guys have seen long enough when we play, these little fuckers need that big, gigantic piece in the middle of the African exhibit because they will not stay in anything except for that big, gigantic, fuck-off covered shelter. They will bitch and moan and complain that they don't have enough shelter unless I put that fucker in. And that takes up probably about 3/4 of the space of the African exhibit. Now, it covers everybody else, but these fuckers are too goddamn tall and won't fit into anything else, and they just complain and bitch and moan. And I hate them. Yes, just like chat. What else we got? We got another one of the really pretty cheetahs. People really like going over to them. They really like a lot of the predator cats, so that's why I like putting them up here. Because whenever I put them in, I know that everyone's gonna show up. Which is always a great time. Fucking armadillo, little motherfucker again. Same thing. Where do you go? Where's the other armadillos? Where's the other ones? There we go. Fuck these guys. He's cute. I love him. He's, what is Sandshrew is based off of, and Sandshrew is one of my favorite Pokemon, but man, fuck him. Alright, we got a leaf bug here. Now, they're pretty cool, but in the context of Planet Zoo, they die off so quickly. I had a leaf bug. I had a leaf bug as a pet for a little while. He's kind of a cute little guy. We got some prairie dogs. They also kind of go in the dog tier. People like them, but they won't shut up. Hi, Ratty. Listen, don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me. This is my honest opinion. I can't tell what that is. This is another alpaca. There you go. Here's another African animal. Shut the hell up. They won't stop complaining. I think this is a wallaby. I think I'm also going to put him with the kangaroo, probably at about in a C tier. Because we didn't really do too much with them. We've got some moosin. See, a lot of these guys, really not that memorable. We got the mandrill monkey. I think this is another alligator. We got some bison. Same thing. I just kind of toss them into an area. They're just kind of filler for me. Same thing with this ram. They don't really do too much. We've got another ostrich-looking fucker. Same thing. He just kind of goes into the same spot. He's kind of memorable, but not really. I don't think we did that much with him for him to really, like, do anything really in terms of our playthrough. This guy I don't remember. This guy I don't remember. These guys are just, like, cruddy, like, exhibit animals. The camels, same thing. We kind of toss them in with other creatures. I do not hate bovids. I just, in terms of Planet Zoo and how we play, there's definitely a tier of, like, animals, of, like, ones that we care about. Like, nobody goes over to pet the sheep. I'm sorry. Nobody goes to pet the sheep. Nobody goes to see... Is this the okapi? Nobody goes to see the okapi. Nobody goes to see the crane. Nobody goes to see a moose. You know, that's... When I'm thinking about, like, how we're gonna set up the, Here, we got, like, a... I think this is a deer. When we go to set up these things, nobody's gonna go over to look at a deer. Sorry. Who's gonna go look at a deer? We got the, I think this is the peccary pig. I think that they added in one of the free updates. I have them. Nobody goes to look at them either. Remember to visit your moose. If you were to go to a zoo, are you gonna go and visit the moose and the deer, or are you gonna go fucking visit the sand cat, or the panda, or one of the tigers, or a leopard, or a snow leopard? No, you're not gonna go fucking visit this goddamn pig. You're gonna look at them. You're gonna go walk through there real quick, and you'll be like, oh, you're so cute. Oh, look at you. And then you're gonna go and you're gonna beeline straight for the panda. This guy does not make me any money. This guy makes me no money. All right, we got another kitty. He's going up here. Nobody goes to see the skunks, really. We got a couple of the Gila monsters and the monitor lizards. Same thing, fuck the monitor lizard. He killed one of my peafowls. I'm still mad at him. This is one of the crocodile guys. It's a higher chance you'll see them instead of in their hut. I mean, my area, I had the sand cat. He was in a little exhibit, and he was just hanging out, and he was just having a snooze. He was pressed up against the glass, just having a little snooze. He was a cute little guy. I think this is another one of the pigs, too. Here's another cat. Oh, here's the peccary pig. These are the little guys. So that's a different kind of pig. That might be the pig from the petting zoo one. We got a seal. They're kind of okay. I hate putting in the water, but they will go and, like, look at them. So that's a good thing. I think the rest of these are pretty much going to be pretty low for the most part, chat. We've got one of the other cats over here. I think that's one of the African ones. We got a badger. Badgers are pretty cool. I'll put him at a C. We've got another big cat up here in an A. I think this is one of the Arctic wolves. Fuck you. You won't shut up. We got polar bears. Now, the polar bears are annoying to put in because they do need a certain amount of water and ice. And I hate putting in the water, so fuck you. You're going in D tier. We've got a pretty serval over here. They'll go in and look at that guy pretty frequently. The rest of these, I think, are kind of negligible. I don't think they really go to visit really any of them. Like, even the big giant walrus or stuff over here. Here, we got another moose. Like, they're okay with the rhinos. but they don't seek them out. I kind of toss them in with other things whenever I can. I don't even know what you are. Here's a reindeer. Oh my god, that winter level was horrible, chat. I hated that whole thing. Same thing. Here's another lemur. Fuck you. Here's another fucking sideways animal that I just throw in with other species. Same thing with this big buffalo looking guy. I think this is another buffalo looking guy. Oh, here's another antelope looking fucker. Fuck you. I think this is also a quokka type, so we'll put him up towards the top because people really like him and they'll actually show up to see him. We got some little prairie dogs. There's a couple of different prairie dogs in the game because there's a lot of different genuses in these. We've got one of the African dogs. Or sorry, I think this is an Australian dog. Same thing. Shut the hell up. Not an African dog, an Australian dog, I think. We got the porcupine. We got lions. Chat, they like the lions. The lions I can also put in with other ones and they won't attack them. So they are definitely an S tier because I can make a lot of money from them. We got some more crummy little like exhibit guys that nobody pays attention to. Here's a little cassowary emu guy. There's that guy. Yeah, I think it's technically a dingo. Yeah, I don't think a lot of these guys really get that much love and attention. Like, there's a little tiny bear. I don't even know this guy. I think I might also not have some of these DLC. Chat, these guys are all negligible. They won't show up for them. They just kind of exist. They just kind of exist. Is it kimono friends so we can see the contrast? Listen. So chat, I mean, it's not necessarily that these are bad animals. It's just when you're trying to set up this entire zoo, especially for like the peafowls or the swan. I mean, the swan I hate on a personal level. But these antelopes and shit, you can't give them the amount of attention that they deserve. Which kind of sucks. I can't give them their proper attention, and then I just get an alert. Oh, pecuary pig number 7 is sad, or peafowl is sad, or peacock is sad. They're shitting everywhere. Flamingos are sad because they're sickly. Whereas these ones, they're just like, fuck you, I'm all by myself. I don't have to deal with these ones. I place them, I make them like 80% happy, and then they're good to go. A good majority of this are just like the really good exhibit animals. They just wander around. They do. They're eating the popcorn off the floor. They're eating shit off the floor. They're getting sick everywhere. These little blue, tiny penguin things, though, everybody loved in the most recent one that we did. So that's why they're a higher tier. Like, a lot of these are just, I don't have to do anything after I place them. The bears, they just kind of fuck off and they never do anything. Well, because they like the cats. They like the cats, and the cats, once you place them, they don't bother you ever again. So not only are they profitable, people love them, but they're just chill. They're just chill, and I don't have to do jack shit with them. Unlike the lemurs are always freaking out. They're like, oh my god, there's people in my thingy. Okay, well, if I put them not in your thingy, then they're sad. And if I put them not in your thingy and you see them through a glass, you're sad. No matter what, these little fuckers are sad, but they do like going to look at them. Whereas these ones, the fucking antelopes, nobody likes looking at them, so I put them in just as like a quick little filler because they're cheap. And then they're sad and they're like, somebody breathed towards me. So I have to put all the shut the fuck up signs everywhere. So there you go. Chat, for a lot of these, I have to force them to go and look at. I have to put all of the S and the A tiers next to them so that they will walk towards those exhibits. So that's why they're not useful. They're cool animals, don't get me wrong. Like, cranes, really pretty. Butterflies, really cool. I have a whole bunch in my yard. Skunks, they're pretty okay. They're pretty soft. Little pigs are pretty cheap. Nobody will go and look at any of these fucks. Or they cause too many problems. Just not worth it. So there you go, chat. There's everything that's a Planet Zoo animal. Chat. Let's do a quick one. Somebody sent me in an alcohol tier list. You guys are gonna hate me for this. I hate wine. I hate wine with a passion. Doesn't matter if it's white. Doesn't matter if it's red. I hate it. I hate it cold. I hate it hot. I hate it room temperature. I hate wine. Absolutely the worst thing ever. Despise it. Won't have it with meals. I got taken to, like, a wine festival a couple of times. Disgusting. Hated it. Went over to the mead tent. I enjoyed that much more. I also don't know what this is. Is this just beer? Chat, hate beer. No, I won't even cook with it. I don't like it. The only one that I'll use is, like, cooking wine. Like you know, Shaoxing cooking wine. That's all I'll use. I won't even use red or white wine. I refuse to have it in my house. I also hate beer. I think that's supposed to be a glass of beer. I hate beer. I hate the hoppy taste of it. I hate how bitter it is. The only beer that I'll drink is Blue Moon, and it has to have an orange in it. And my roommate always gets mad at me because we go places, and he's like, well, do you want a beer? And I'm like, I'd rather have some hard liquor. He's like, I think this is only beer and wine. And I'm like, well, if there's a Blue Moon, I'll drink it. If there isn't, I won't drink anything. I hate beer and I hate wine. Hate it with a passion. Now, however, on the other hand, we got some Jack Daniels, S tier. Delicious. Love that shit. I will drink some Southern Comfort. I will just drink it straight out of the bottle. Love it. And everyone always tells me, like, oh, it's bottom shelf liquor. No, it's pretty good. Same thing with sake. It's kind of mid for me. I think I like it better when it's chilled. But, I'm not really a fan of sake, really. Give me, like, hard, dark liquor. Very hard and dark. Chat, don't clip that out of context. Now, meanwhile, something like an Absolute vodka, or just vodka in general, it's alright. It's okay for me. Definitely a good time for me. Same thing with, like, a Jose Cuervo. They're not as good as, like, Jack for me. Because you've also got to remember, I drink a lot of this straight. Like, I don't drink, like, a Jack and Coke or anything like that. So the vodka kind of has to, like, stand up for itself. Whereas, like, the Jose Cuervo vodkas and stuff, they will. Especially when you got, like, flavored vodka. Now, mind you, I'm talking, like, we're either going, like, mid-tier or high-tier. So. Now I want some. I'm so sorry. I have Di Serono in the fridge that I gotta drink. That's what I was gonna be having this weekend, if we were gonna be doing Drunk Red Dragon Inn. Now, I think this is gin. I don't like gin at all. Is this Bacardi 151? It's okay. I like it better as a mix. I don't know what this is. I think this is just a random beer, right? If it's beer, I don't like it. Can't stand it. Something about it. Don't know why. Any beers. Doesn't matter if it's a dark beer. Doesn't matter if it's a light beer. Don't want it. Don't like any of it. Malt liquor. Absent. I don't think anyone chooses to drink a Colt 45. I don't think anyone chooses. Do numbers 1 to 20 as a tier list. I should. Number 1, number 2. Oh, but when we start hitting the 12s and the 13s, man. No, I think that's probably like a C or a D tier. 1 is where it's at. 15, maybe. Maybe we might loop back around. That's probably like a B or a C. Don't worry, chat. Some of these are going to be really long. That's why I'm like, yes, here's a nice short one. So, chat, the next one. I think we'll do this one. I don't know who submitted this one, but chat, this is a Twilight tier list. Now I'm gonna go on a rant here for a second. I watched the first movie, and that was it. I read the first three books, hated it. Did an entire, like, essay series on DeviantArt back in the day about how much I hated these books. How much I hated the concept, how much I hated the books. So I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember who the hell half of these people are. So, chat, we've got, first of all, we've got the most important character over here. We have the deer, which I think is from the very, very opening sequence. I would die for this deer. This is the best character in the entire series. This is definitely the best. Yes, the cactus is here. I would say that the cactus is probably low-key crushing it. The cactus is super important. You know what else was really important? Yes, that is the Nokia charger. Because I think there was a whole thing where they just needed a charger at one point, if I remember right. Oh, we've also got the car that almost hit Bella Swan. I'm gonna say, also kind of bae. Chat, that almost freed us from all the other books. This truck almost saved us hours and hours. Also, I don't know who Mike is, but Mike was important enough to be named. I'm gonna say Mike is pretty bae. It would be higher if it succeeded. I don't know who Mike is, but it says Mike. So, I care about this one. This one I think is Waylon Forge. He's not as cool because he doesn't have, as short of a name. His name isn't as short, but meanwhile, everybody can remember a Mike, chat. Everyone can remember Mike. Let's see, what else do we got? Oh, we got the actual Nokia phone. Now, the Nokia phone was not as good as the charger. The very old style, you know, when I was in high school, phone, that everybody had, the little flip phone. Kind of low-key crushing it. Just as good as the cactus, probably a little bit lower. Definitely not as good as Mike. Because otherwise it would have said, like, a big Nokia at the bottom. Or Nokia phone, or cell phone, or something like that. Now, this one, I know she was in Easy A and a whole bunch of other movies that all came out about the same time. I don't remember her actual name. She's pretty okay as a person, so I guess you could stay. I'd like to say, what the hell is this? Is this a coffee maker? What the fuck is this? I can't see it. Chat, I'm gonna say also low-key kind of crushing it. I can't tell what it is, but, it's not as good as Mike, because, it wasn't important enough to be named. But it's definitely better than Waylon Forge, where his stuff got cut off. Kind of important. Who else do we have in here? Oh shit, all the rest of these are people. Can I be honest? I don't remember half of these people. I'm gonna go based off of looks, chat. I'm sorry. I think this is the dad of the werewolf. Chat, I don't think he's as good as a cactus. Twilight and My Immortal are the same. You know what? They are the same. The last one in the first row is not a person. Oh, what the hell is this? Is this just a golden onion? What the fuck is this? Chat, I'd like to say that, we hate to see this. This is just a golden-ass onion. I don't know what the fuck it is. Oh, chat, we've got shirtless dude here. I'm gonna say that, we hate to see the guy just walking around shirtless. Why is he shirtless? What happened to his shirt? Where did it go? What was the point of that sequence where he just loses his shirt? Is it not a golden onion? What the fuck is this? Maybe that's what we should do, is we should do a Discord watch along for Twilight, because I don't remember any of this. Oh, isn't this the werewolf guy? Is this the werewolf dude? I mean, I guess he could stay, because we kind of needed this dude. Wait, isn't this the guy that, like, falls in love with the baby? Is that what it was? Is that what happens? They, like, have a kid, and he had actually imprinted on the kid, and it was, like, a whole weird thing where they were like, oh my god, you're gonna get together with this kid. And I guess the kid, like, super grew up because she's a vampire. Yes, officer, that's him. Alright, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Oh, isn't this the dad? Chad, is this the dad? The dad, low-key, kinda cool. He didn't care what Bella was doing. He was just like, make sure you come home. Make sure you always have your Nokia phone. Make sure you just call every so often. He kind of let a lot of this slide and a lot of it slip. We stan him. He was kind of alright. Then we got this bitch. I hated her face. Can I be 100%? She's a good actor. I just hated her face in here because she was always just so bland. And I think they told her to act like that. I think this is one of the vampires. The vampires were all kind of bleh. Was she also a vampire, chat? Okay. Can I rant for a second? Chat, I cared nothing for any of the vampires. You've got to remember, when this came out, Underworld was still coming out. Underworld was still a big blockbuster hit. They were still making more movies. They weren't great movies, but you also had these cool kick-ass vampires doing really cool fucking things. Whereas these ones were just bland, boring, sad, existed, and they're just like, yeah. A blast from the past. I love Underworld. Underworld, Van Helsing. What else came out about that time? We had so many vampire movies. Van Helsing pissed me off because it was like the dumbest thing, because they got Kate Beckinsale, the April Fools. I do remember the April Fools event on DeviantArt. I think one of my essay pieces was picked as one of the runner-ups to be featured because I got a message about it, but I don't think I was picked. Oh my god, it was a whole thing. I hated Van Helsing so much. I really liked Brothers Grimm. Brothers Grimm was pretty good. Like, it was just all in that same vein of, like, dark, edgy, taking a book out of, like, Tim Burton type of thing, but without being too artistic, because then you also had Tim Burton still working on a whole bunch of stuff. Like, that was about the time that we had Sweeney Todd come out and things like that. Like, we had a lot of really cool, dark, edgy things that pushed a lot of the envelope instead of just like, here's another chick flick, here's another high school popular one, you know? That we had Van Helsing that came out and it was like so cool, and then you're watching it and she's getting thrown against walls, she's getting torn up, it's this whole thing, she's this terrible fighter. And then you get Kate Beckinsale, you pay her all this money, and she's like the female main lead, and then you throw her against a couch, which is arguably the softest thing ever, and then she dies. You serious? You threw her against a couch, and then she died. Spoilers, sorry, it came out 20 years ago. She got thrown against a fucking couch. She's going up against all these bad people. Van Helsing turns around, turns into this fucking monster, throws her against the couch, and she dies. No blood, no nothing. You paid all this money for Kate Beckinsale and you can't give her a fucking good death? Are you serious? So chat, when I think of the vampires, that's what I think of. I think of the vampires getting a bad rap, and then I think of how great Underworld was and how much it kind of pushed the really cool vampire genre to kind of explode, because then that's how we got, like, Vampire Diaries and stuff like that, so. He tackled her and her neck broke on impact. Can you go back and can you watch how many times her neck got fucking snapped in half being thrown against a wall? That she gets thrown against a couch and her neck breaks, but she's thrown against a stone wall 20 feet in the air, whaps her head on the back of this stone wall, breaks her neck in half going one way, but then she just gets up and she keeps fighting. Yeah, she had no plot armor then. She was so beautiful in that fucking corset. It still pains me. She should have lived. She was just so fucking hot, chat. Can we just have a tier list that's just every time Kate Beckinsale showed up in either a corset or leather? Can I tier those ones? Can I just put those all in S tier? And I'll put some of them in double S tier. A couple of them in triple S. Oh, such a good time. She looks so good. Brothers Grimm was pretty alright too. It was a fun time. It wasn't memorable enough to, like, really care about, but it was definitely a fun time. It was not enough that I could remember it where I was gonna bitch about it, kind of like I would with, like, a Van Helsing. Like, at that point, it was a lot of, here's a lot of weird ones, and you can kind of enjoy it. Someone tried to call spoilers about Gundam Wing. Yep. I don't think she should be in the sequel. I don't think Van Helsing had a sequel. A Tommy Mommy tier list, Jesus Christ. And we'll put her in, like, a couple of, like, really weird normal ones, too, and I'll put those all as, like, D tier, because she's not in leather. How do you spoil Gundam Wing? It came out in, like, 95. It didn't have a sequel because it didn't do well, because everyone was like, oh, why the fuck did she die? It was just gratuitous, like, weird, and then it was like, ooh, here's Kate Beckinsale. She's being a really cool vampire hunter. Oh, she died against a couch. What? 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 Nor the original? I mean... And he eventually left the Discord server. You know what? Yeah. Highly recommend going and watching Gundam Wing if you have not. Because it is so much fun. It kind of redefined the genre instead of just like gratuitous like robot fighting and stuff like that. It was a little bit more about the politics of it, which I thought made it more fun. You know, here's all of like the back end that then kind of got pushed with things like Gundam Seed Destiny, of like, here's this whole back world that you kind of have to deal with. You know, because they kind of touched on it in some of the earlier Gundams, but not really as much until, like, Gundam Wing came out. And then you had a lot of the pretty boys, and so people got more excited, so they kind of pushed that envelope of, like, here's some characters that you should kind of care about, instead of here's just a whole bunch of, like, Gundams fighting each other. Also, thank you, everybody drink water. Sorry, chat, back to the tier list. I'm gonna put Robert Pattinson over there, too. I hate his face. Chat, doesn't he look like the... doesn't he look like the Patricia that I was bitching about from Lady Ebony? Same face shape. Also, did you take this guy's picture from a fucking newspaper? Why is it so grainy? Like a baby Bruce Wayne. Oh my god. I haven't seen any of the new Batmans. Are they okay? To be fair, I really liked The Dark Knight. I really liked the Tim Burton ones. Like, that whole era, I think, was just fun. Like, that, it kind of, cemented a lot of the fun, like, dark edginess for me of that era, that I just really liked it. So I, like, watched everything that was kind of, like, morbid, I guess. The Batman was pretty cool. I'll have to go and watch him. Why does this guy look like they literally took his picture from a fucking newspaper clipping? Right? Doesn't it have that, like, screen print that you couldn't go and, like, get the movie and, like, take this actual guy's picture, you had to go and get, like, a fucking newspaper clipping. Alright. I hate this guy. I hate the picture. I don't know anything about this guy, but I hate the actual picture. Why does it look like he came out of a newspaper clipping? Alright, I think this is a diner waitress. I guess you could stay. You seem relatively normal. You seem like, you had nothing to do with any of this. Kind of like you. I don't know who this is. I think she's also a vampire, because I think they all kind of made them, like, as pale as possible. So I'm trying to put all the vampires there. I don't know who this guy is. He looks like just a regular Joe. We're gonna put him over here next to the waitress. They just look like regular-ass people. Who else do we got? We got somebody on the phone. They're not using a Nokia phone, so they're not as cool as the Nokia phone. But, I'll keep them. I think this is also one of the werewolves. I'm gonna put you next to the werewolf. Who's my favorite guy in Gundam Wing? Probably Hiro Yui. Definitely a fun time. Chat if you don't know who I'm talking about. Hold on, chat. He's a do-gooder. What? I opened him up. Chat, I opened up hero.fandom.com and he's put as a do-gooder? The fuck does that mean? Duo Maxwell's also pretty cool, but like, I don't know. Like, Quatre was cool too. But when I think of, like, I thought he had, like, some of the coolest fighting scenes and stuff. I have a strong desire to kick Wu Fei in the teeth. Would you leave Wu Fei alone? It wasn't his fault, okay? He was just unlikable. It's not his fault. But look at him. His hobby is fighting. I really did actually like a lot of his fight sequences. I thought that it was a lot more fun. I'll kill you, calmly said the do-gooder. His signature death threat. I don't know why. I typed him in and it came up hero.fandom.com. Chat, apparently there's a hero wiki. Apparently he's important enough to be on there. Apparently important enough to be on there. I don't know who any of the rest of these people are. I think this is a vampire. I think this is a vampire. Can I be honest? All the vampires look the same. I think this guy's also a vampire? I don't know who the fuck that is. I don't know. I think these are all werewolves, because I think they made all of the Native American and people of color people as the werewolves. So I'm just going to put them all here. Chat, I think... Oh, wait. This one looks like a normal one. You're going to go over here with the normal-ish looking people. If you look like you were a vampire or a werewolf, I don't care. I don't care. This one looks like a normal-ass person. Are you a normal person? I can't tell. Chat, I think these are all... I think these are all the vampires and the werewolves, right? Right? You can't say that that's racist. That's what they did! Everyone who was Native American or a person of color, they fucking made it into a werewolf, I think. And then everyone that looked the same over here, I think was all vampires, right? Can somebody fact check me? The Afro vampire the most? Which one's... Oh, this one? Or... Yeah, this one? He always looked eternally surprised. I have no... I don't remember any of these people. I haven't watched this movie since probably 2010. I never watched any of the other ones. I watched, like, the first 2, and I watched, like, half of the second one. Chat, the only one that I'd take a bullet for is the deer that was in the very beginning. I would take a bullet for that deer. Because it probably got shot immediately after. It probably got hunted. The dad and Mike are probably the only cool ones. I don't know who Mike is, but he's important enough that he has... You unwillingly watched him all? Yeah, no. Somebody joked about watching it, and I said no. I don't want to watch it. I think this was his dad, right? Was this his dad? Was this what's his fuck's name's dad? I think he was cool. I think he didn't bother anybody. I think he just kind of existed. I don't know what this fucking onion is. I don't know what that is. All of the inanimate objects, not their problem. Would your opinion change if I told you that onion was just a basic-ass onion they used in a lab activity at school? It's not even golden. That just brings it down even lower. What the fuck do you mean it's not a golden onion? What the fuck? That's a golden onion, is it not? What do you mean that's not a golden onion? That is a fucking golden onion. What? What is this tier list? Yes, a gold and blue dress situation. I swear to God. Does that not look like solid fucking gold, chat? Does that not look solid fucking gold? You know what? I would die for the deer. Mike and the dad are pretty great. All the inanimate objects are amazing. Everybody else can fucking go to hell, except for the golden onion. Fuck you. You are definitely a golden fucking onion. What the fuck do you mean that's not a golden onion? And why does this guy look like he came out of a newspaper? Why did they do him so dirty, chat? Why did they do him so dirty? Why did they do him so dirty? Why does he look like he came out of a newspaper clipping? What? Chat, can I zoom in? Oh my god, I can zoom in. Chat, why is he so grainy like somebody took a picture of a newspaper clipping? Is that not a golden onion? That is a golden fucking onion. You shut the hell up. That is a gold fucking spray painted onion. Who is this guy? Why is he shirtless? Why is he shirtless? And who are all these just random ass, just regular people? Who the fuck are they? Chat, Mike. He's not cool enough, he doesn't get a last name. What is this? Oh my god, it's a boot. Oh my god, it's somebody's foot. Oh my god, I thought it was a coffee pot. Shit, those are toes. I thought it was a coffee maker. What do you mean those are toes? That's a boot. What the fuck? When did this happen? I don't remember any of this. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. Red Dragon Inn, I think will be sometime in November, because we can't drink on stream, during October, because we're making money for kids. And they don't want people getting drunk on stream during the charity stuff. Holy shit. Oh boy. I'm gonna fucking cry. I didn't realize those were toes! Yeah, why'd the fuck get crushed? What the fuck is this? Alright, I do like the Nokia phone, though. I don't know why the cactus is a character. What was the cactus? I don't remember any of this. Fucking Nokia charger, though, definitely the star of the show. This fucking deer, though, best part. Right, wasn't this like the opening sequence? There's just like a random deer. I think that's what it was. Holy shit. Chat, I'm an idiot. I really thought from over here. Now that I see it, I can't unsee it. I couldn't tell what the fuck it was. I really thought that it was just like a coffee maker. Who the fuck submitted this? Who the fuck did this? Why did you do this? Alright, chat, let's switch over to this one. Chat, we got the entire Waffle House menu. I have not been to a Waffle House in forever. So you're gonna have to forgive me. But, we've got some delicious looking things. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so we can kind of appreciate this, a little bit better. Chat, we've got, first of all, we've got a delicious cheese omelet. I'm gonna say that's an A tier. If you don't like any vegetables or anything like this is definitely a good time, because you've also got an extra egg over here. Bella's leg got broken in the final fight. What final fight? Yeah, that's definitely in the... What did I put that in? B tier? Something like that? Good job. Cheese makes a D tier. No. When you're going to a Waffle House, when they smother it with just, like, American cheese, that's the best kind because it doesn't, like, fully mix into anything and it just sits on top. So if you don't want all that cheese, you can literally just, like, take it off. It just becomes, like, one big mass that it's easier to take off as much as you need. Because they don't use, like, any real cheese or anything like that. I think this is a bowl of chili. I don't like chili. Now, we've got their biscuits. The biscuits are okay. However, the biscuits with the gravy... I'm also going based off of if we're in a southern Waffle House. If we're anywhere else, not really. We've got some more chili. Again, not really a fan. We got more chili. Don't like it. We just have, like, a side of fucking ham. Okay, so... Chat, I don't like ham. I don't like ham. I don't like Canadian bacon. So the gravy's not that good, but when you're going to a Waffle House, you're not going for, like, really good, tasty food. You're going for just, like, decent food. You're going for food at, like, 3 o'clock in the morning. And that sausage gravy at 3 in the morning really hits. Really, really hits. Also, we got a BLT. No mayo. I will definitely take that. They got some okay bacon. Yeah, late meal and a show. And then you got sausage gravy. Knight'll tell you, there's like one Waffle House in northern Ohio, and it tastes like shit. You gotta go to like Cincinnati or lower. But then I went to one in Cincinnati, and they burned all the bacon. Actually, we took Snooze there, and they burned every piece of bacon. I don't know how they managed that. We went after watching, I think it was Guardians of the Galaxy, and they burned every fucking piece of bacon. A message about BLTs, I'm sorry. Yeah, right off the freeway. Literally right off the freeway. It's so easy to get to. And I've got friends that live near there, but you don't go to that one because it's just terrible. I caffeinated my mouse pad, I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's there at 3 a.m. You have to go to a southern one. If it's not south of the Mason-Dixon line, it's gonna be so mid and bad. Oh, I want a BLT for dinner. I love doing... Because I used to work at a certain sandwich place. I like putting avocado on my BLTs because I can't have mayo. So then I get that creamy texture, but with avocado, and so it's a healthier fat, so it kind of balances out the amount of bacon that you put on there. Pilk taste test? Never. Hi, Luna. So, it's not commonplace, but it happens frequently enough. See, I'm technically allergic to avocado. I don't like just like raw avocado. Like most people will be like, oh yeah, I just eat avocado by itself. I hate that. It has to be mixed with something, or it has to be like smeared, and it has to be like a thin layer of it. You know, because it's got that creamy texture that I don't get otherwise. Like for most people, it'll do like mayo or ranch or something like that. For me, it's a really good, especially when it's like a creamy, like very ripe avocado, it's a good replacer for me. And it's a healthy fat. So for me, it ticks all the boxes. And I don't really like guacamole that much because most people will just make it like too sweet. I actually prefer just putting like just hunks of avocado onto like tacos and stuff like that. A lot of guacamole is super hit or miss for me. Like, it's not bad, but it's like, I wouldn't eat this on a regular basis. They ditched the tomato for avocado. Now, see, that's weird. You gotta have both. For me, it's ditching the mayo as, like, a necessity thing, but it definitely helps with that, because otherwise it's just so crunchy, and it just rips up the top of your mouth, and you just get bacon, lettuce, and tomato, and that's it. And then just really hard bread, whereas the avocado will, like, kind of soak in and make it a little softer. So there's my thing. But I do like BLTs in general. Like, even if it doesn't have avocado. What else do we get? Oh, we got a good old-fashioned Southwest omelet. Although I think that's jalapenos. Hold on, if that's jalapenos, I can't have that. A good Southwest omelet, though. With some ham and some peppers and some onions. That's the only way that I'll eat ham. Is it has to be diced up into a Southwest omelet. And the Tekken community requested them to release the stage. Maybe we'll take a trip at some point to a Waffle House. So you guys can kind of experience it. Is this a fish on a biscuit? I don't really like white fish. So for me, that's not really great. Yeah, it's definitely often enough. Oh, is this a smothered? What is this? Oh, this is something smothered. Because you could ask for it to be smothered, and they'll usually put, like, either gravy on it, or they'll put chili on it, or they'll put, like, extra cheese on it. Is this just a bowl of just scrambled eggs? Oh, the hash browns, though? 10 out of 10. And a grilled cheese? I'm there. Chad, I've talked about this. I only ate grilled cheese until I was probably like 15 years old. It was either grilled cheese wherever we went, or it was chicken tenders. Tell me you're extremely neurodivergent without telling me you're neurodivergent. Fuck the ham. We got a thing of ham and toast and, you know, hash browns over here. No ham. We got ham on a biscuit with some pickles. We got more ham on a biscuit. Hell no. Got a hamburger? No. Absolutely not. Not in a million years. Okay, so now they have these, like, griddle sandwiches. This is one that I think is mushrooms. I've had that one. I like that one. I like that one a lot. We've got, I think this is another BLT? Is this 2 BLTs? I think this is a BLT with mayo. I think this is a BLT without mayo. Is that what that is? So wait, if I put the no mayo down here, this is the one without mayo. Okay. We got pecan pie. I don't really like it very much. I'm sorry. Never really liked the, I don't really like pecans in, like, anything. Sorry, I'll say it both ways just to piss off everybody. I just don't. I just don't. Something about it, chat. I like the bottom of it. I just don't like the nuts, I think. I think that's what it is. Now, we do have, silk pie. Chocolate silk pie. That's okay. If I had to choose a pie, I would choose this one, but I would leave all the cookie, crust at the bottom. I would leave that whole bottom, just eat the whipped cream, and just eat the chocolate pudding. I just wouldn't. Oh, we got some waffles with some chocolate chips on top. 10 out of 10. We got some waffles. I think this is with the chocolate chips in them. Or is that blueberries? Either which way. Their waffles are some of the best. Then we got like a plain waffle. I'm okay with the plain waffle. It's not as good as the chocolate waffles, but they're still really good waffles, chat. They're just so soft. What's the best waffle topping? Ooh. Strawberries and whipped cream. I hate whipped cream, but when you put strawberries and whipped cream on a waffle and it starts to melt and then you just have like this cream all over the waffle, oh, it's so good. It's the only time that I'll have it. How about a sandwich that's mayo and grapes? Well, I can't have one of those, so probably not. Oh, chat, their toast? Banging. Banging at 3 a.m. A chocolate cake with gravy? Why would you put gravy on the chocolate cake? Hi, Simon. Simon, we're rating Waffle House items. You're gonna hate me. Is this... Okay, so this is just a fried egg sandwich. I would eat this. I would absolutely eat this. 100%. Just a fried egg and bacon sandwich. When I was in college, I used to always get, because it was super cheap, I would either get over easy eggs and a slice of toast, or I would get a bacon, egg, and cheese and a bagel. And at one point, I had this bitch that came up who... There was like 7 people standing there, including myself. And this bitch, this dumb bitch, places her order, and then they call out, bacon, egg, and cheese ready. And this bitch goes over, and she puts her hands on it. Meanwhile, there's 7 people, including me, standing behind her, and she goes, this wasn't what I wanted. She puts her hands, she picks it up, she sees that there's cheese, and she goes, I didn't want cheese. So then they remake hers. So then I'm standing there, and I realize this fucking cunt, fuck her, stole my fucking sandwich. And I was gonna say something, and I was like, honestly, I don't want to eat that. I don't know where the fuck her hands have been. She literally just put her hands all over my fucking food. So then I got her sandwich, which was just egg and bacon. It tasted horrible without the cheese. I'm gonna be honest. There was nothing holding it together, and it was awful. So I took her sandwich that they finally got around to. This bitch. And I was about to be like, listen, because that's mine. But I didn't want to fucking say anything because now she's put her hands all over this. So I'm not gonna take that. That's her fault. What a cunt! She took my food! A friend of mine stole a hot dog. See, like, what? How fucking main character energy are you that you literally just ordered your food, that you have all these people standing here that you're like, this has to be mine? Fuck you! And I was like, I'm gonna be made to be out a bitch to be like, I'm not eating after you put your hands all over there. This was the building that was right next to the medical science building. I don't know what the fuck I don't know if she just came from the lab over there. I don't know if she washed her hands. I don't know what the hell she just put over there. When I had classes over there, we were like making yogurt and all kinds of weird shit for our microbiome classes. I don't know what she was doing. I don't know if she came right from there. I don't know what the hell's all over her hands. I'm not eating after her. Absolutely not. So they threw out her sandwich and they made her another one. I should have been like, can you just throw a piece of cheese on there? But at that point, I was just mad. I was like, I'm going to save myself the 50 cents. That is this piece of cheese. Then I was like, no, 50 cents for this piece of cheese is definitely worth it. Because it held everything together. It was just so sad. And it just tasted of like, you know, like, it just tasted too much of egg. So when you have a bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel, you definitely need the cheese. Otherwise, the bacon falls off. It just tastes of egg, and you don't even get any bagel taste. It's so sad. Chad, I'll never forgive her. I'm still petty, and I'm still pissed to this day. Alright, so now we got a couple of these with steak. What's the difference between these two? think these are the same, chat. I wish it would tell me what's the difference. I think these are the same, chat. Alright, we got another scramble bowl. I'm not really a fan of those. Worthy of death. I'm still mad. I'm still mad. I'm still peeved. Still mad. Alright, we got a sausage, egg, and cheese. I don't like sausage. I'm sorry, chat. Oh, we got mushroom. Oh, chat. Chat, I love omelets. Chat, omelets are my favorite. Oh, we got a ham one. Okay. Not as good as just a cheese one. Because it's got ham in it, but it has to have all the other fixings. Like, it's got to have, like, the peppers and everything. It's got to be an actual Southwest one. Now, we've got, like, a chicken sandwich here. And it's got a side of mayo. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't be eating the mayo. Their chicken sandwiches are okay. But when you're going to a Waffle House, you're not going for the chicken sandwich. You're absolutely not. Now, we got a full, complete breakfast here with ham. I wouldn't eat it. I would eat a full, complete breakfast if it was bacon, though. Oh, here we go. So we got scrambled eggs, some eggs sunny side up, a waffle, and bacon. Chad, if you're in the States and you're going to a Waffle House, you gotta get the full one. You gotta try a little bit of everything. You got some good scrambled eggs. Have them put some cheese on it. Have it be smothered. Ugh. You can also add onions and stuff to it. I don't like putting a lot of the sauteed onions and stuff, but it's pretty good. Then we got like this mashed up bowl with gravy and shit on it. Now this is a little bit of everything. It's pretty good. Unfortunately, it has jalapenos in there, so for me, that's an automatic no. We got the pecan waffles. Sorry. Don't like pecans. And then we've got the 2 eggs without the bacon. My problem is that I feel like if you're gonna go this whole way, get the bacon. If you're gonna get 2 different kinds of eggs with 2 different kinds of toast, get the bacon. Love yourself. Get some fattier protein that's gonna kind of, you know, give you a little bit of, like, grease, because otherwise all of this bread is gonna kill you. This is a makes me hungry stream. It's whoever put this in. Alright, we got steak. I don't like steak. And theirs is just like, we got like T-bone steak. We got strip steak. I don't like steak. I'm sorry. And I think this is with the side of the chicken breast. See, for me, that's a little too weird. I would not have that with a side of the chicken breast. Still more sausage. Fuck the sausage. We got, I think this is a chicken griddle. We got ham. Still don't like ham. Ooh. Now we got a bacon, egg, and cheese on a biscuit. Not as good as on a toaster or on a bagel, but still pretty good. I would definitely put that at a B tier. Definitely a B tier, chat. 100%. I think this is still the same thing. I think this is just the same thing 3 ways. Well, this one's Texas toast. I think this one's regular toast. Chat, why is it all just the same? Oh, is this one with ham? I can't tell, chat. If it's bacon, it's good. Then we've got one of their ham melts. We got another chicken melt of some sort. The chicken melt, yeah, definitely okay. Definitely okay. And then we got another scramble. I think this is just a side of scrambled eggs, isn't it? With bacon on it, ham on it, sausage on it? No. Chat, you gotta go for the full thing. You gotta have all of it. You gotta just taste all of it. The hash browns, though, I would get it, these together. I would get all of this. I'll take it home, that's fine. But, the waffles have to be chocolate chip. Chocolate chips on top so that they'll melt, and then you can kind of spread them around. Because otherwise, then you gotta search for all the chocolate chips inside. No, just put them on top. Chat, this is a Waffle House. This is the definitive Waffle House enjoyment for myself. Fuck ham, fuck steak, fuck sausage, bacon all the way. That's the only one up. The sunny side up egg meals. See, I like sunny side up, but a lot of people make it wrong, too. Like, they'll still flip it over, and I'm like, that's not sunny side up. That's over easy. I don't want that. I want sunny side up. You better steam that fucking egg. You better steam that goddamn egg. And also, whenever I go to a lot of places that they'll do, like, scrambled eggs, sometimes they won't properly whip it, so it doesn't get nice and soft and pillowy. And then it just gets, like, really tough. And it's not all, like, mixed together, and you got, like, big chunks of, like, white in there. I'm like, that's not a scrambled egg. That's just a lazy scramble. Use either the stuff out of the carton, or you have to take a whisk and you have to actually whip it. So if I know I'm gonna get something good, I'm gonna get these ones. The scrambled eggs, it might be a hit or miss, definitely. Hi, Sate. Welcome in. I also love food. See, the Waffle House that's in Ohio, that's closest to me, not good. Not good at all. I also had a friend of mine that used to work there, too. I just will nay-nay it, yeah. You gotta super whip it. Otherwise, you're gonna get big chunks of, like, the clear in there. If you see clear in your scrambled eggs, you're not done whipping it. Keep going. Like, you gotta really scramble it. Now I'm hungry. Chat, we're gonna switch off of food. Chat, we're gonna do the one that Luna gave. I don't know why. Chat, we're gonna rank, Brazilian, mascots. Now, I know nothing about these. Is it Denny's now? The Denny's that was closest to me closed down. There's, like, no Denny's left anywhere else that I know of. Like, I have to go, like, 2 hours out to go to a Denny's, and it makes me so sad. But I'm hungry again. I'm sorry. I know we're gonna have more food later. But chat, we'll do the Brazilian mascot one that Luna gave me. Now, I know nothing about any of these mascots. I know nothing about literally any of these. I am so American. So absolutely American. So I know nothing. And I also... I don't... There's one off of 271 and 480. Like... near Mayfield area? I think I went to that one and we were trying to make a left over there, and I think I got in trouble with a cop. He turned on his lights really quick and then he did a no motion with his finger, and so we didn't turn over there. Yeah, Mayfield and Parma. I used to work near there at one point. He's a genie, the 5th one. I don't know who that is. The genie? 5th one? Oh, this one? Yeah, I don't know who that is, so we'll have to see. But yeah, I tried to go to that one, and I got in trouble because we were trying to make a left over there and you're not supposed to. Yeah, it was just like, no. I think it wasn't worth it for him to pull us over, and so he just kept going, and he was like, don't do that. I was like, okay. Because we usually have to hop off over there in order to make it over there. I think that's the closest one. Because I think the Denny's, yeah, I think the only one that I know of that was near a friend of mine, I think is now a Swenson's. That's near that Waffle House. So there's no Denny's over there, so you gotta go really far. You forgot the parrot from the Brazilian talk show. There's a parrot from a Brazilian talk show? I don't know if Luna made this or this was somebody else. I don't think this is Luna. Yeah, that's the old one over at the corner of Euclid. Yeah, no, that one closed down, I want to say, oh my god, 12 years ago? You got the old buffet around there. Oh, oh my god, what used to be there? Sorry, chat, this is so Cleveland coded. There's a Dairy Queen over there. There's a place that does corned beef in that little strip mall. There's the Bird Place. Literally right there, next to that strip mall, used to be the sheep lady. She used to have a farm there. There was a buffet. Was it an old country buffet that used to be over there where that Mark's is? That used to be a Pack of Tans, actually, I think. It used to be a craft store. That whole back corner. And then it got turned into the beauty school? I think it was an old market. Hi, Lou. Hi, Raiders. Sorry, I'm talking about Cleveland. Hi. Welcome to the tier list stream. Hi, everybody. I was literally telling everyone to go and pop over there and go say hi while you guys were doing, Water Park Simulator instead of watching me do tier list. But hi, welcome in. Oh yeah, there was a Steak and Shake there. Oh, and it got closed down because it had roaches. They had to bulldoze the entire thing. Oh, I remember that. Because then they tried to reopen it, and it was only takeout only, but it was... Oh, Cleveland, Ohio is a great place. Man. Yeah, you guys missed the Waffle House tier list. Hi, welcome in. Chat, if you guys are not already, you guys should be going and dropping a follow for Lou. Especially when doing more Water Park Simulator. I told you all last week when Lou got the new model, but now's a good time for you guys to, too. Hi, welcome in. We're doing a tier list stream. We did alcohol. We did all the animals from Planet Zoo. We did, Waffle House food. We did all of the people from Twilight. I probably should have kept these open. The only person that I cared about in all the Twilight movies was the deer. That was the only one. Also, hi Ren, hi Cap'n. Thanks for popping in with the raid. Jasper, no, I put them all in, like, the really low tiers because I don't care about any of them. I only cared about the Nokia charger, the Nokia phone. The golden onion went down a tier because I didn't realize that it wasn't actually golden. It looks golden in the picture. Just Control-Shift-T. Let's see if it actually does it. But let's see if it kept... Oh, it does! Oh my god, you're so smart. Oh no, we're not opening that again. Wait, it's gonna reopen it. Alcohol tier list. Every Planet Zoo animal. Fool me what? Okay. So here's everything we did. Then we were talking about Hiro Yui. Okay, here's my Twilight tier list. I only care about the deer, all the animate objects, the dad, and then whoever the fuck Mike is. I don't know who that is. Everybody else can suck my butt. And whoever this dude is that they took a picture of him, from a newspaper. Like, why is he so grainy? Why is he so grainy? But I hated all the vampires. I think these are all werewolves. I don't care about any of them. I hate this guy because he's wearing no shirt. These are just normal-ass people. I thought this was a coffee pot. Okay, can I explain? When you look at it from this far away, does it not just look like a little coffee maker? Jacob is the name of the author's brother. I hate the author even more. I hate the author even more. Cause man, what a weird fucking thing. Are you pining after your brother? What the fuck? Lucky pleasantly surprised. Which one's Jasper? I don't remember any of these people. I don't care about any of them. Why is the onion gold? Does this not look like a coffee pot? Chat, can somebody please look and can please, you know, fucking back me up on this? Does that not look like a coffee pot? When it's this far away. I thought these were buttons. I didn't realize they were toes. Chat, they're toes. It's a foot and a boot. I didn't know. I didn't know. Okay, What else did we do? We did alcohol. Jim Beam is definitely at the top. Gin, don't like it. Yeah, like with the coffee compartment, you know, you gotta flip it. Did you miss a lot? No. Beer. I hate beer. Oh, what is this? Genuine apple. I didn't realize I could zoom in this far. I don't like wine. This is S tier. So welcome to the tier list stream. If any of you guys gotta go, because I know it's about 12:30 for a lot of you guys, I completely understand. This is just a short stream, just going over tier list stuff. Like here, we got Waffle House. Look at that. I like how these just get smaller. They don't get bigger. They're grainier. We got waffles at the top. I judge from their appearance, not by the content of their character. Yeah, I don't remember any of it. Oh, look at that, just smothered. Oh, it's so good looking. Oh, but see, do it without the jalapenos, and I'd be in heaven. Oh. And chat, you gotta get the full breakfast. You gotta get a waffle, you gotta get the bacon, you gotta get 2 kinds of eggs. Such a good time. And man, that grilled cheese, that hit. Oh, that's such a good buttery grilled cheese. I hate ham. D tier. So yeah, we were making people hungry. We also did all the animals in Planet Zoo. It was based off of who's profitable, who's annoying, and who do we deal with. And then we also did, you know, fool me once. Now I'm extra hungry, I'm so sorry. We did, if you fool me once, it's a shame on me. Fool me twice, it's still shame on me. It's a shame on you if we hit 3 or 4, though. Because then it's like, why are you doing that? You know? But then it kind of comes back around, like, this has to be my fault. And then it's just D tier if it's 8, 9, or 10 times. Can't believe 9/11 caused Twilight. No, no, no. 9/11 caused My Chemical Romance because Gerald Way went, I should probably make a band and do something better with my life. And then Twilight started as an MCR fanfiction that somebody picked up and was like, oh my god, maybe if we turn this into regular-ass people, this will be a big thing. Is missing soft-boiled eggs. I think those are soft-boiled eggs, aren't they? Right? Yeah, with like a little bit of butter on top. Couple of boiled eggs over here. But don't go for the... I think... Is this fish or is this chicken? I can't tell. Either way, it's got pickles on it. I won't eat it. God, I want to go to a Waffle House. Do you think I could convince my roommate that we should drive south of the Mason-Dixon line to go to a Waffle House? Should have done a would you trust the streamer with a Molotov. Ooh, that would have been good. See, but somebody would have to make it. I didn't make any of these. This was all inputted by you guys. Twilight was awful. I hated Twilight. I hated it with a passion. I don't see Scrapple. I don't think they have Scrapple in most of the places. I think Scrapple is like a Virginia and Pennsylvania area thing. And I don't think Waffle House would have it. I don't think I've ever seen a Waffle House with Scrapple. It's a lot more southern. Scrapple sense activated. When we went to go visit Mousy, they had some old-fashioned Scrapple because we have some Amish areas, I think like an hour from me, like over in like the Chardon-ish area. But yeah, around that area, they don't package it and sell it. You have to get it only at the restaurants there. So when we were in like the Virginia area, he was like, oh my god, you could go pick it up. And so one of my friends was like, just pick me up like pounds and pounds of Scrapple. Yeah, there's no like regional foods. It's just Waffle House food. So you wouldn't get Scrapple, you wouldn't get, oh my god, what are some other weird ones? You wouldn't get like bread pudding or anything like that. That's like super northern. It's only southern cooking. Scrapple is the scraps, yeah, of like sausage loaf. So think of like, it's everything that would go into a sausage, but put into like a meatloaf type of thing, and then you cut slices of it, and then you fry it. Yeah. You fry it, and it gets all crispy. Yeah, Embutida would probably be closest, yeah. So it's like a lot of like the ears and stuff. But yeah, it's really big in like Dutch, Amish communities, Pennsylvania Dutch. But they won't sell it. You have to go to a place to eat it. So he wanted the big hunks of it. And apparently that's more common over there. Yeah, no veggies. No veggies whatsoever. It's... Hold on. Let me get you a picture. Scrapple. It's so hard to describe. Here we go. Also known by the Pennsylvania Dutch name of panhaas, which is tenderloin in English, it's a traditional mush of fried pork scraps and trimming with cornmeal and wheat flour. So here you go. So you brown it up so it gets all caramelized. So it's very gray and ugly looking, but then you caramelize it and it's much better, and you put it on bread and cheese with a little bit of egg, like scrambled eggs especially. Yeah, no casing whatsoever. It's just a big-ass loaf and you just cut, you know, big bits of it. So you got the head, the heart, the liver, and other trimmings. And yeah, you just put it on some bread and you just eat it. So there you go. Oh, there's also regional dishes of the U.S. Huh, I'm kind of weird. Yeah, but there's a lot in Philadelphia. Because there's like a whole... It's like... How to describe it? Hold on. It's like... Amish... USA... I wonder if somebody has like a picture of like where all they're located. Map. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Amish population as of like 2010. Why can I not just open the... I just want to look at the damn image. Can I... Open link in new tab. Jesus Christ. Open picture in new tab. I just want the picture. Open image in new tab. Okay, here we go. So, everywhere that's over here that's kind of green is Amish. So that's a little bit more helpful. So, over here in this area, this is like Chardon area. So this is where I'm closest to. There's quite a bit of Amish over here, like south of like Erie and all the way through here. So you could go over here and get a bunch of scrapple, but there's apparently a whole bunch over here. So that's why over near Mousy, they were selling some scrapple. They don't sell it in this area, like pre-packaged. You have to go to an Amish restaurant and they will give you scrapple. So... Looks like the political landscape, kind of. Yeah, this is all Mormonism. I'm surprised there's pockets of Mormon in Texas. The Amish, I'm not really surprised about, because it's a lot of country areas. No, only pig. A lot of this is pretty landlocked, so you're not gonna have a lot of like fish. You'd probably have a lot of catfish, if anything, or maybe some like crummy pond fish that you're really not gonna eat. So a lot of them focus on a lot of like the proper farming and animal husbandry, but as you can see, like Ohio has a shit ton of Amish. In this area, there's actually a very fancy dress shop that we go to in Winters, Pennsylvania, that we'd always go to get our prom dresses, homecoming dresses, all those fancy ball gowns and stuff. And so it's surrounded by Amish country, so you would just drive all the way down, go over through here to go and hit it, and you would just drive for hours through Amish country. Just hours and hours. But yeah, there's a lot of Amish in this area. I'm very surprised about this area. But yeah, so scrapple's sold around here, but you have to eat it fresh over here. Also, thank you, everybody stretch. If you guys didn't earlier, because I completely forgot, make sure you guys drink water. Would correlate with the swig locations? I think it's also... I think it's also dependent on Because there's a lot of, like, Latter-day Saints around in this area. Oh, this is projected in 2100. Wait, is this right? I mean, so it makes sense because a lot of the businesses and everything are very Mormon-centered. I mean, a lot of the ones that we've been seeing that are kind of moving its way out, like, over here towards, like, the east side, is going to be a lot of, like, the more popular ones, like Crumble. Crumble is actually Mormon. I think the Nothing Bundt Cakes, I think, is also Mormon. They like making little tiny, franchise-able, kind of like, businesses that will kind of cater to them. So I think as those keep moving out east, I think we'll see a lot more Mormon populations kind of moving, because then there's going to be some culture that's kind of for them. For those of you guys that aren't familiar, Mormons are like Jesus Christ of the Latter-day Saints, and they believe in a couple of different things, such as no caffeine, so no coffee, no tea, anything like that. No alcohol. So over here is a lot of big breweries. We have Kentucky over here, so we're gonna have like bourbon and stuff. We've got all the Virginias over here that has a lot of like alcohol and stuff. A lot of like IPAs are brewed over here. I think Yingling is over here. So it's a very big thing. So they've been making new business opportunities of things that they can have, you know, with a lot of sugar, as opposed to caffeine or anything like that, or alcohols, or, you know, stuff like that. So they kind of move this way now as these franchises are opening, because then there's more stuff that's actually going to be more readily available to them. Like, I know especially over here in this area in Pennsylvania, a lot of drinking. A lot of drinking. I think I have friends over in this part of Pennsylvania, and they just opened a Crumble over here. So, no, Amish can't have coffee. Mormons can't have coffee. Amish don't drive. They don't touch anything that's electronic. I think some of them use cash registers when they are opening businesses and things, but they have to be like the old style, like push button ones. They can't be like a newer one. They don't have telephones. They have like a community phone, and typically it's located at the top of the Sleepy Time Tea is ran by an alien eugenics cult. You know what? Not surprised. I hate to say it like this, but it's a good way to indoctrinate a lot of people. It's also a way of providing a service specifically catered towards them, too. You know, so that's why it's so popular, because it's an underutilized kind of business group that, you know, like, I don't know, a soup place can't really cater to, or a coffee shop can't really cater to. So instead, now you have these shops where you could go to that, you know, is geared specifically towards, you know, these underutilized kind of special interest group, I guess would probably be a good way to put it. Yeah, Mormons can't, and Amish can't, if I remember right. The Amish can't drink either, if I remember right. But yeah, they have like one community telephone for like their entire space, and it's like a good couple, like 30 to 40 to 50 families. And so it's located at the top of the telephone line, and they have one designated person who's part of the community that will go up the pole and will answer it and then take messages for whoever and then deliver that message to them. And that's the only way that you can contact them outside of actually going there. Because a friend of mine used to drive a bus, like a library book bus, around here in this area, this really deep green one right here. And so if you're calling people and being like, hey, this book is due, or hey, can you tell so-and-so, you know, we need this book back, or anything like that, because they do utilize, especially like library systems and stuff like that. So they have to get like specialized books, and they will actually drive to them rather than wait for them to come to them because it's just so out of the way. So they get like these big giant trucks and they just take the books to them, and then they can request specific books, and then the library will purchase those books and then they'll bring them out. And then anybody in the community can check them out with their cards and stuff. So they have, like, specifically, to this day still, the CleveNet library actually will keep their paper copies of all of their library card sign-ups, specifically just for the Amish. No, Mennonites can have coffee. Because I had a friend of mine who was a Mennonite who would get Starbucks every day. I'm like 90% sure. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Mennonites can. It's like Mormon, but light. I'm gonna take his girl to Starbucks. See, that's... Because I think they can have the smoothies and the frappuccinos, but I don't think they could have the actual coffee. I can't remember what it is. It's like... But then they can have energy drinks. Right? Hold on. Let me look, chat. We're gonna look at this. Mormons coffee. Let's see. In addition to giving... Oh, they have to abstain from harmful substances. They cannot drink any kind of alcohol. Not to drink hot drinks, meaning coffee or any tea other than herbal tea, and to not use tobacco. They have also taught that they should abstain from using illegal drugs and abusing legal drugs. He instructs that Mormons that meat is ordained for the use of man and should be eaten sparingly, and that grain is such a wheat that is good for the food of man. Also believe that in addition to taking care of your bodies with healthy food, we should also take care of ourselves by exercising and getting enough sleep. So, what? I don't know, I went to the churchofjesuschrist.org, so I mean, this is directly from a Mormon area of the internet. Consider it a privilege as well as a responsibility to follow the word of wisdom and are grateful for the blessings of health and strength. So it's supposed to be healthier? I guess is why? Most Mormons do not consider caffeine to be bad. This is on Reddit. And a member can be in good standing with the church regardless of how much they consume. Utah has soda shops the other way that other states have coffee houses. Energy drinks are also a big seller in Utah as a result. Depends on the person. There's a Mormon woman leader who shared a story of an early member who drank coffee, and her children of 5 generations were negatively impacted because of her choice to drink coffee. There was some recent drama with a television show run by a church school because their actors were not native to Utah who were given coffee at their craft services table. A few crew members complained they did not feel comfortable, so I guess it depends from person to person. On burnt rice and corn tea. I don't know, because then I wonder what that would mean for even corn soup in a can. If that's heated. Would that be not allowed then? It's a soup. It's just in a can that you can drink. Because it's easily portable. I don't know. Do we have any Mormon members of our community that can weigh in? I'm actually very curious. I could ask my friend who's a Mennonite. I think she might be able to give me some more info. I think I still have her phone number. That'd be kind of weird. Hey, I know I haven't spoken to you since college when we were taking video game design classes together, but can you weigh in on like Mennonite and Mormon stuff for me for no particular reason? No, it just says herbal tea is okay, but some herbal teas also have caffeine in them, so I don't know. I'm a hellish, I'm useless. I'm also useless. I don't know. I don't know. Please tell them chat wants to know. I'm not telling them chat wants to know. Absolutely not. What was even better, too, was that class, we only had 3 female/female presenting people in that entire class. And it was 40 deep. So it would just be the three of us in the back corner, all sitting together at our little table by ourselves. Is it more related to Amish? No, I thought it was closer to Mormon. Alright, hold on. Mennonite. Oh wait, I just got Mennonite versus Amish. This is about Martin Luther. Mennonite versus Amish. Difference between Amish and Mennonite, let's see. So they're prominent religious groups in Lancaster, PA. I've been corrected. It's actually pronounced Lancaster, because that's how it would be pronounced in Pennsylvania Dutch. The Amish and the Mennonite, but what makes them different? They're both from the same Christian movement. They were originally called Anabaptists. They sought to return to the simplicity of faith. Today the biggest differences stem from their practices rather than their beliefs. Amish tend to stand away from technology. Mennonites have embraced some of the technologies. They can use motorized vehicles as well as electricity and telephones. Mennonites dress in contemporary clothing, missionary work. Mennonites stress the importance of it, hoping to spread their faith, while the Amish tend to focus closer to home. They worship in religious church buildings. In contrast, the Amish practice in a more decentralized manner with rotating religious gatherings in different households. Huh. So there you go. So I guess it is closer. But see, I was also told that they also do a lot of the similar things with the Mormons too, where it's a lot of abstaining from like caffeines and stuff like that. So I think they all kind of overlap in their own little weird ways. So I don't know. But then I think Amish is also similar in that they also abstain from a lot of things like alcohol and stuff like that. Somebody who's well-versed is gonna have to, Hey, it's been a decade. Hey, can you have burnt rice tea? I think we need someone to weigh in who's, one of the groups that can kind of tell us a little bit better. But unfortunately, that person is not me. So, there you go. There's at least what I know. At least from my, limited knowledge of living in those areas. But yeah, we go to a lot of Amish restaurants. They're really good. Really tasty. But yeah, they'll serve scrapple, but unfortunately, you cannot buy scrapple from them. I don't know why. I don't know if it's like a state thing. I don't know if it's because of regulations or something like that, but it's not commonly found able to be purchased around here. So I think that's part of it. I think every so often he's able to find someone that'll sell it to him, but I think he had me go grab it because I think in like the East Coast proper, in that little spot that I pointed out, you're able to actually buy it over the counter. You know, a streamer who is Mormon? Are they still a streamer? Can we have them on at some point and ask them? She's leaving on a trip for a bit. Oh, damn it. Don't, like, hound anybody either, but I am kind of curious. Don't hound anybody. Have this be a friend of yours that you're just like, hey, are you comfortable with me asking you some questions? Because we had some questions on stream. Hi, what's the question? Hi, Dre. Wait, are you Mormon and or Amish and or Mennonite? Hi, Dre. Just knowledgeable. What's the, Oh, which one was it? So if it's Mormon that you can't have hot drinks, can you have, like, corn soup? Can you have, like, corn soup out of a can if you're Mormon? Because wouldn't that technically be a hot drink, even though it's technically a soup? I think this is now getting into the realm of the is soup a sauce? So I think that's probably part of the problem, chat. Because that was how this whole thing even started with me and Mousy, was a friend of mine pointed out that if you take grilled cheese and you dip it in a tomato soup, is that a calzone? Soup would be fine. Really? Even if it's in a can, as if it's a drink. A hot dog is a sandwich, see? That's the problem we're running into, is we're getting into the semantics of it. Mousy doing the soup isn't a sauce is one of the fucking doors was the funniest fucking thing. It was so good. But see, it's like a drinkable soup. So wouldn't it technically be a drink? So would it technically be a hot drink that is not allowed? Yeah, could you technically... Well, because it says herbal tea is okay, so hot water seems to be okay then. Like, you can't have haggis because of the one thing with the lungs. So maybe it's the same with Scrapple. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I wonder if it's like a... I wonder if it's like a per state basis, which is why you can't get it over the counter here. It only refers to coffee and tea. Only coffee and tea? Because it says, you could buy Scrapple down here. I think in Ohio and PA, I don't think you can. At least not in the areas that I'm near. Because I have a friend of mine in Erie that had me pick up Scrapple from Virginia. I guess hot cocoa too. See? That's why I don't know. So maybe it's not the caffeine part. Maybe it's just the heat. I don't know. That's why I'm like, what? I guess that's my question is, what's the correlation between all of them? Because I think they're all about, like, drinks, drinking, etc. Cocoa has caffeine, just smaller amounts of it. But then they can have, like, chocolate cookies. Because I'm thinking of, like, what's in Crumble. Because Crumble won't serve any coffee cookies as a result. Because they're owned by a Mormon family. I'm reading more. See? I know, that's what we were doing too. We were looking it up. That's why I'm like, I feel like we need to have someone who is either Mormon or Mennonite who could weigh in on this. Obviously, I can't ask anyone who's Amish. Because that would be very... Would that be disrespectful? I think that would be disrespectful, right? Temperature is not the issue. See, but the one that I was just reading on the Jesus Christ of the Latter-day Saints New Zealand website says hot drinks. Well, if they're ex-Amish, then they're not Amish. And I wonder if that would still be disrespectful, because I think a lot of them still aren't able to talk about a lot of the Amish stuff, but I think it would depend on the person, right? And it comes from why? I think just from the curiosity, I guess. You have an Amish last name. See, that's... Because I think my roommate is partially Pennsylvania Dutch, I think he said. Yeah, it'd be a genuine question. It would just be like, what? If I made a soup out of a coffee. Yeah, I think that wouldn't be okay. If you had, like, a coffee soup. So I wonder what that... Because then you could probably have gazpacho. But, like, corn soup. Hot corn soup out of a can that you drink. Yeah, like you can with Heaven's Gate. Like, you just ask, hey, can you have Japanese hot corn soup out of a can that you drink? Who would drink hot water because he'd insist on giving it to him. He just doesn't like them. Yeah, I don't know, chat. How did we get on this topic? I was supposed to be doing tier lists. How does this happen all the time? Now I'm just curious. Well, no. Amish couldn't use the vending machine. What is this tier list? So we were doing Twilight, and then it got on to, we were talking about Waffle House, and why does Waffle House not have Scrapple? Which then turned into Amish. Yeah, now we need a soup tier list. But I'm saying Mormon can use the vending machine. Amish can't. But then Mormon, I don't think you'd be able to get the hot drink, right? Because even though it's a corn soup, it's technically a drink out of a drink vending machine. That's what I mean. I think this is getting more into the semantics of is a soup a sauce? And is a hot dog a sandwich, right? I think we're looking into this too much. Camel spicy tomato soup. But if it comes out of a drinkable can, does it technically count as a hot drink? Because when you get the hot corn soup out of a vending machine in Japan, it's already hot and it's considered a drinkable soup. So is that technically a drink or a soup? We're playing Daggerfall. I was watching them farming and now it's food. I'm so sorry. No, Amish can't use anything electricity related, but I'm talking about Mormons. Mormons can use electricity, but they can't have hot drinks. I looked at... Hold on. Has officially interpreted hot drinks to mean coffee and tea regardless of their temperature. So no cold tea, no cold coffee. I get that. But then what about... So it's only coffee and tea? An anti-drug thing. So I guess it depends on the person. It's probably going to depend on, like, how lax you are versus how orthodox you are. Similar to if someone's, like, a super orthodox Christian versus an orthodox Catholic versus an orthodox, Jew, you know, right? Of, like, how far... So I think that's the other problem, is I think it's up to each person's interpretation, then. Yeah, then what if... I don't think hot sake... Because they can't have any alcohol either. So I don't think hot sake, cold sake, any alcohol whatsoever. Boring, lame. That's what they believe. I think I heard once it's because one of the wives of the creator just didn't like hot drinks or something like that. I think that's a wives' tale, though. I don't believe that's correct. I heard that as a rumor at one point, but I don't know enough to actually say yes or no. What about eggplant? Contains nicotine? Oh, I don't know. See, that's the other problem, though, is that you've got, like... You know, I thought it was just caffeine in general. Campbell's Soup has a soup cup they sell where you drink it like a coffee. It's sold in the soup aisle. I do know exactly what you're talking about. I had a couple of those, actually. It was a big giant one. It was a big giant mug, and it was... Ooh, probably about double the size of a regular standard coffee cup. It was very wide as opposed to very tall, and then you would put your soup in it so you could drink it. Someone who follows any teachings. Yeah, no, not like the Orthodox branch itself, but I think that's what it is I think it's up to, like, the interpretation of each individual. You know, I think that's what we're running into. Because then it's our whole thing of, like, is corn soup a drink or is it a soup? Because you drink it out of a can, like as if it's a V8. Like it's a V8 energy drink or a V8, you know, tomato soup drink. Or a tomato juice thing. Which some people consider that a soup and not actually a drink. It's the same thing. Chat, Waffle House doesn't have Scrapple. Scrapple is from the Amish communities. It's sausage without the casings. You put it into a pan. You fry it up until it's all caramelized. You throw it on some bread. What about goulash the soup versus goulash the sauce? Kosher foods, I think, depends on each person, too, because the temple that I was working at, they didn't really care if everything was blessed, but absolutely no pork was allowed, but, like, they would have foods that weren't blessed, and that was okay as long as it was beef or chicken or anything like that, but they still wouldn't mix things. But there was a couple of times where we would get pizza, and this is gonna sound horrible. Obviously, I'm not gonna name the temple that can't have onions. Well, because some of them there's a reason for. Like, for example, for, you know, Catholicism, there's no fish on Fridays because there was a pope at one point, because I looked it up, where I was so confused, and I was like, what? Because I was like, this is such an arbitrary rule. It was that they were trying to, because obviously you can't have meat, but then they okayed fish because there was a pope hundreds of thousands of years ago at some point who had a tie with a whole bunch of fishmongers who convinced him that, and he got a kickback for it, that they should convince him that, you know, fish is okay because it's not considered a meat. But yeah, pork was considered unclean, which is why a lot of religious groups won't eat pork, because people were getting very, very sick and very, very ill. Because they didn't know the proper temperatures, they weren't cooking it fully, it wasn't being cleaned properly. So, in order to kind of put it through the masses, they made it a religious doctrine to not have pork or to not mix certain things to prevent a lot of sickness in certain communities too. So there is like a basis in it if you go and you start looking some of this up, where it's like, oh, this came from this or this came from this. Like, there's a reason for it. It seems arbitrary nowadays, but for those times it made more sense because they would follow a lot of religion, especially to a T. And that would be a big community thing. And so it was a good way to prevent people from, you know, being sick. Could they eat Red 40 or would they just combust? You know, probably. Kosher is basically no pork. Oh, yeah, and then they have to kill in a certain way. Same thing with, oh my god, halal meats as well. It has to be like a certain grade of meat. And they have to be blessed in their slaughtering as opposed to like a big slaughterhouse and stuff like that. So it's like more humane. They would eat gluten, but not so much gluten. And there's certain times where you can't have gluten, you know, because of like religious significance and stuff. It was also because of periods of like not having access to gluten. It's a whole thing. It just depends on each religion. It's all different. But anyway, one time we were eating, we locked the door and we had bacon pizza. And we were sitting there at the temple, and one of the big bosses came by, and he's like, I didn't see any of that. And we left the door open, and I went to go and do something real quick, and I came back, and one of the slices of pizza was gone. This was the head of the temple. The head of the Jewish temple I was working at. It just depends on each person and how much they follow it now. That's all it is. Because we didn't want anybody walking in and seeing that we were eating bacon, but he has a key. Yeah, it must have been the wind, you know. I don't. He apparently liked it. He liked it enough to take a whole slice of pizza with him. I'm not gonna tell him no. Yeah, I would assume turkey bacon's okay. But then I had friends of mine growing up. We had a... this is gonna sound really weird. They were extremely Orthodox Jewish. And had separate sets of bowls in their kitchen. So they had two different sets of cupboards. So one was specifically dairy dishes, and the other one was specifically meat dishes. And we were having a garage sale in their front yard. And what happened was, it was because the domestic pig was the sewage system. Oh, because they would eat everything. So then you're eating an unclean animal. That makes sense too. We were having a garage sale, and this guy came by, and he hops out of the car, and he goes, hey, I got this pizza. He's like, can I give it to you for half off? Because, you know, it was a prank call. So he just stopped by just trying to say like, hey, you want this pizza? And we were like, okay. So my mom paid for it, but it had sausage on it. And I don't eat sausage. So I picked up all of the sausage, and obviously our friends couldn't eat it, but we were out in their front yard. And so we ate it really quickly, and the mom got mad at me, and she goes, I need you to pick that piece of sausage off of my porch. And I apparently had dropped one. I wasn't being disrespectful or anything, but it wasn't allowed to touch the house. Whereas here, then on the other hand, then we've got the head of the temple that I was working at, the synagogue, who just came in and ate a piece of bacon pizza. You know? So it just depends on each person. I didn't mean anything disrespectful by it. I don't even like sausage. I picked it off and it just fell out of the box that I was throwing it into, that we were gonna go, and we threw it into the car and we threw it away at home as opposed to at their house, to be even more respectful too. So it just depends on each individual person. By sacrificing ginger cows. What? What? Where was it that I was just watching that they apparently in Palestine put up a whole bunch of walls around, like, this is all conjecture. I have no idea. I haven't looked this up. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. That they put up walls in case, because in a lot of, like, sects of Jewish religion, they believe that they'll rise from the grave, and so they put walls around the Jewish graveyards in case if they do rise up. What? Ginger cows don't have souls. Yep, I guess we're going back to this. Is that true too? I heard that this week. I was like, that doesn't seem right. Somebody would have to look that one up for me. I have no idea about that one. I'm not perpetuating anything. I just heard that this week. Yeah, in case of a zombie outbreak. I'm like, what the hell does that mean? I just heard that. Can somebody please correct me if I'm wrong? Or if I'm being disrespectful or anything like that? I heard that this week and I was like, that doesn't seem right. And I haven't had the chance to look that up and be like, is this actually a thing? I'm very confused about that one. We're keeping out the zombies. I think everyone's now going and Googling it. Like, what the fuck is Q talking about? Listen, I just did a tarot reading this week. I'm no better. Trust me. Wasn't that a meme in World War Z? Was it? They didn't get into Israel because of the walls? Okay, so maybe this is actually just a joke. Okay, never mind that I said that. I think that was literally just a joke. I think that's literally just a joke. I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend anybody. I heard that. Okay, maybe that's actually just a joke and I'm just a moron. I think I'm just an idiot. How did this happen? How did we go from Waffle House to zombies? What? Chad, if there's ever a zombie outbreak, though, you know that Waffle House is gonna be open. You know, as long as there's power and water, that Waffle House is gonna be open. Honest to God, especially because Project Zomboid takes place in Kentucky, it's not actually correct because there isn't a Waffle House that's still open for about a week after the zombie apocalypse officially starts. Yeah, the zombies will still be working as the waitresses and stuff. That's my biggest gripe, I think, with it. What the hell's up with the waffles, High Tapper? We were doing a tier list stream, and then we got on the topic of just zombies. Don't ask. Don't ask. Just trust me. Yeah, Waffle House was open during Katrina. It would be open during a zombie apocalypse. For that week that Zomboid still has water and power, that Waffle House would still be open. So that, my friends, is my entire essay on why Project Zomboid is not actually correct. And Belgian waffle and whipped cream and strawberry pie. That's what I was talking about! But it has to be like the waffle has to be a little warm so the whipped cream kind of melts so it turns into like a clotted cream almost. But without it being like too creamy. I don't like the taste of whipped cream. It's not about the air that gets whipped into it. So it's better for me when it like melts into the actual waffle. So that's what we were doing. Sorry, what happened was Lou rated, so I had to explain it. And then we were talking about Waffle House, and then it turned into... whatever. Chat, let's go back to the tier things. I know, look at that chocolate silk pie. I can't. Alright, chat, we gotta go to a different one. So we did this one. We did this one. We did this one. We did this one. Chat, we were gonna do the Brazilian mascot one. That's what it was. Chat, I don't know who any of these were. I don't know who any of these are. This was from Luna. Luna said, I submitted to you Brazilian mascots. Now, part of the problem is that, let's tier list some tier lists. We did that the last time. I had to tier list all of the tier lists that we did. I don't know who any of these people are, so I'm gonna go based off of looks. I also don't know who any of these people are. I know you're not supposed to judge a book by its cover, and I did this the last time when we did Twisted Wonderland, but I'm going to do it again. So chat, we've got, I'm assuming this is the entirety of Brazil. I think this is the ultimate of Brazil, mascots. I also can't, I don't understand any of the, this is South Brazil. Luna, what does it say over here? Because I don't speak any Portuguese whatsoever, whether Brazilian or just Portuguese. I think top right is soccer, is it? This guy's pretty okay. Go to the top. Why go to the top? No, I think he's okay. I think, I'm not even gonna say that. That's gonna sound really terrible. I think he's a pretty yellow. I think this is a pretty decent mascot. The fact that he's not wearing pants is kind of wigging me out, but I can immediately tell that this is supposed to be a couple of, places in Brazil. I think, just based off of looks, I could tell. Destroy it easily, would destroy it easily. Wait, is this me fighting them? Would beat up, would punch just a bit. Wait, really? That's what this is? Oh, is this me beating up Brazilian? Is this me beating up Brazilian mascots? Is that what this is? Are you serious? Why didn't you tell me this? I thought this was liking. Oh shit, I gotta beat these people up. Alright, Chad, who can I take on? I could take on this old man. I think I could take on this old man. He seems like a soccer player, but I think I could beat him. I think I could beat him up pretty good. Was he in a movie? I have no idea. The top is would win, bottom is would be beaten. Okay, so who would beat me up? Chat, this one's a young boy and an older woman. I think I could at least hold my own. I mean, this would be a 2-on-1. I think the entire south of Brazil, though, could probably beat me up, now that I kind of know what I'm doing. I thought this was, obviously I speak and read absolutely no Portuguese whatsoever, so I'm so sorry. We gotta fix this. Okay, so the entirety of South Brazil could probably beat the shit out of me. Let's be honest. I think the fact that it's this mascot, though, and the fact that he has these little noodly arms and noodly little legs, I think I could probably take him on. I think I'd be okay. Now, we've got this genie dude over here. Neck was very excited about the genie. I feel like he could just wish me away. I think I'd have a rough time with him. I don't think I'd be able to beat him at all. Same thing with this genie guy. I don't know what the difference is between these two. Being translated to an eye somehow. I think the the genies could literally just magic me away. I wouldn't even beat them up in any way, shape, or form. Is this Elmo? Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this? Chat, I think I could beat Discount Elmo. I think I could beat up Discount Elmo. Not as good as when my mom told me that she would kill me as Clifford the Big Red Dog, but I think I could probably beat up Discount Elmo. Chat, I think I would win. Alright, now we got a baby who's a pirate? I don't know what the fuck this is. I feel like I could probably beat up this small child. I feel like even though I'm short, I feel like this kid is still shorter than me. I feel like I could probably beat up this child. Yeah, why does Brazil have 2 genies? How did you guys manage to have 2 different genies? One's a little bit whiter than the other. It looks more like ectoplasm. I'm trying not to laugh, I'm so sorry. Is this a soda one? What the fuck is this? Is this milk? This is other ones running away, right? So I feel every day, Jesus Christ. So first is missing Laura. I don't know who that is either. This is a drink, right? This is like milk. I mean, that looks like a cow. I don't... Okay, I have a feeling that I have scoliosis that I gotta deal with at some point in my life. I think I still have enough that I could probably I think it would probably be 50-50, chat. Oh, that's the parrot. Oh. I think I still have enough, like, strength in my bones. It's my muscles that are bad. I think I still have enough strength in my bones that I could probably beat the shit out of this milk. I think it would probably be very even. I think he'd probably hurt my muscles, because I'm sure his bones are probably stronger being milk. But he does have noodly arms, that's why I'm thinking it'd probably be in the middle, chat. That's why I'm thinking definitely middle for this guy. I think it could go either way. Now we've got this Brazil 2014 armadillo. I'm assuming this is something with soccer / football. Non-American football. I'm assuming that this guy is probably very, very fast. Can you send it to the Discord server? Yeah, send it. I'm assuming this guy is very fast because he kind of reminds me of Sonic. I don't think I could beat a parrot. I think it would just fly away from me. I think in a similar vein, I think this guy's too fast. I think he'd probably be able to get a good couple of hits on me. So I'm going to put him over here. I think he's similar to the mascot. So, do I know Portuguese? No. Luna knows Brazilian Portuguese, and then Moon and Eb know Portugal Portuguese. So they're similar enough. So they can yell at each other. So, which is why they even find this funnier, because it's 3 of them versus me, where they're just like, ha ha ha, here's this dumb American that can't speak any Portuguese. Figure out the Brazilian fucking people. The drop mascot is a mascot to incentivize giving their newborn baby and children the vaccines? Wait, which one? What? Which drop one? This one? Oh, this one! Oh my god, is this supposed to be a white blood cell? I get it. Oh my god. I don't know who this is, but he kind of reminds me of like a Michael Jackson, like Ozzy Osbourne kind of child with really long hair. I can't see anything past this. I'm seeing big earrings. I think I could probably grab the big earrings. I think I could probably take this one out. No pictures in general. I think it'll block it. Just throw it in memes. I think I could grab hold of the earrings and probably get a good couple of punches in here before I really have to take a beating myself. That's why I feel like I wouldn't win very fast, and I feel like they'd probably get a good couple of hits on me I don't know if this is a woman or a man. I'm just gonna keep saying they. I can't tell because it's just half of a person. Half of a person puppet thing. I'm not gonna box a Muppet. Alright, now we got the white blood cell looking drop guy. I feel like he's probably stronger than me. I think he would probably take me out a little bit. Considering that he's passing out so many vaccines to different people. But I think I've got him beat on the number of fingers, because chat, I don't know if you could tell. He's only got 3 fingers. Actually, quite a few of these guys only have like 3 fingers. You got 3 fingers. You got 3 fingers. You got 5 fingers, but they're tiny and noodly. You got 4 fingers. I don't know about this guy, and I don't think I want to know. The drop mascot is from a med. It's called Little Water Drop. Oh, okay. Oh, and then we got Dolly here. I don't know who the hell Dolly is. Dolly looks a little buff. I mean, we've got some big arms here. I think Dolly would probably fuck me up a little bit, but I think very similar to the milk. I think just the composition of Dolly and the fact that Dolly's also holding... Is this like a sports drink? It's a cheap guarana soda? Guava? Guarana or guava? Either way, it's some sort of a soda. I think he's probably not that healthy. Once again, we have just, like, drinks that are slightly scary. I think I could probably take him on a little bit. Alright, Saribot. Chat, Saribot says everybody has to go and take a break. Now we've got this random soccer canary. It seems like he's kind of built. I think I could probably not take this guy on. He looks really scary. Not only is he a big guy and would probably just run me down like a football, American football linebacker. But I think he'd probably peck me a little bit. So I'd probably get demolished by him, but he's not as good as the genies. The genies can just could just take me out. So it is Guarana. Okay. Then we got this random woman. I think she's a cell phone person. It's a drink made from that fruit. Okay, so it's not as good as the milk. So wait, with that, I think I'll take him out. Now this random woman though, I think we could probably get into a good cat fight. Is that Nestle? I don't know. They're both very Disney looking, aren't they? They're both very Disney looking. This woman, though, I think we get into a pretty good cat fight. It's an electronics store. I think we'd probably get into a pretty good cat fight. It seems like she's probably like me, where she probably sits on the phone or the computer all day and doesn't actually do any like heavy lifting or exercising or anything like that. I think I could beat her pretty well. And then we've got the 2 mascots. Is this for the Olympics? For the Olympics, they're probably pretty good Olympics. Unfortunately, doesn't look like they have a lot of musculature on them. So I think I could probably hold my own a little bit. I think this is another one of those instances where it's like kind of in the middle. But I think the fact that they have no muscles on them, I think I might be able to beat them up pretty well. I think I might take a little bit of a beating, but I think based off of the fact that there's 2 of them, I think similar to this grandma and this child, I think I could probably take them both on. I think it would be difficult, which is why they're not all the way at the bottom along with the baby and the old man, but... Chad, I think I'd be able to hold my own. And now we have... What the hell is this? Is this a piece of cheese? I can't tell if this is a cheese. Now he's also got noodly arms. I'm gonna put here in the middle while I figure this out. Now he's got noodly arms, but he does have big feet. The big feet are a little bit scary. Those iron sponge? What the fuck is an iron sponge? What's an iron sponge? Is this guy just a sponge? Fuck that. I could beat a sponge. Chat, I think I can beat up a sponge. Why does it look like cheese? Why does this sponge look like cheese? This is just a cheese sponge. Chat, it's like when my roommate used to make fun of my other roommate. Like my current roommate used to make fun of one of my old roommates. I've had a lot of roommates over my life. The one was just really annoyed with his existence. And so he would make fun of them all the time and would say just stupid stuff and is like, oh, fool, you're such a taco sponge. And they'd be like, what the fuck is that? Why is it in Portuguese? Because Luna said so. Why is it in Portuguese? Because Luna. It's a sponge you used to— oh, like a scouring. Oh, like the steel wool. Got it. Okay. Looks like a cheap Labubu. Jesus Christ. So Critter used to call Fool a taco sponge and would just do this all the time. And then Fool would just be like, what's a taco sponge? What is that? What is a taco sponge? What is that? And it's just a nothing burger. It just means nothing. This is what this reminds me of. This is a cheese sponge. It's just a nothing burger. I could beat the shit out of this sponge, chat. I could take the fuck out of this sponge. I could really take this sponge out. I think this is a nothing burger, just like a taco sponge. He would only do it just to get a rile out of them, too. Just calling them a taco sponge. This was a cheese sponge. I'm gonna rile them up. I'm gonna confuse this thing with a nothing burger, just calling it a cheese sponge, and then I'm just gonna fucking beat the shit out of this sponge. Yeah, I'm calling out this sponge. I'm gonna beat the shit out of this cheese sponge. It's like the— what is it? Shove it up your ass twin? What is that? It's like that. It's just a nothing burger. It just means nothing. It's just a taco sponge. This one's supposed to meanwhile is a cheese sponge. I'm gonna start calling people that from now on. And every time I'm gonna think of this dude. It's just a sponge. Why does it look like— it looks like marble cheddar cheese, doesn't it? You know, like sharp orange cheddar with like the yellow white marbling through it. It just looks like cheese. Is this a rat or is this a koala? I don't know what this is. He looks like an old man. He looks like a dad, you know, with like the big bushy mustache. A brand of scours got so big that everyone calls the scours— oh, like how we call them band-aids, but they're plasters. That happens all the time. Like, you just call it Dawn around here, but it's actually like dish detergent liquid, but you just call it Dawn. It just happens. It's just a colloquialism. If it's a koala, it'll give you chlamydia. Well, but that still means that I would beat it. I'd still beat it up pretty fully, but the problem is like the after effects would probably hurt. That's the problem. It's the after effects. Now, it doesn't take that long for chlamydia to do anything to you, but at the same time, this guy would already be long since beat up. I'm going for like at the time, I'm gonna fight this thing in a Denny's parking lot at 3 a.m. If I'm fighting this creature in a Denny's parking lot at 3 a.m., I'm not worried about the chlamydia. That comes after. That comes way after. That's not gonna happen in the parking lot. Chat, I think I could beat up this old guy. I think I could beat him up. That rat is a co-host for a TV news. What? I'm beating up this news anchor. He has a baton to beat people. I think I could probably still take him on. I think I'm probably taller than him. He is armed, but I think I could take him on. I think all I would have to do is probably grab him by the tie and just fling him. Kind of like a shot put. I think I could probably twirl around a couple of times and just fling him, and I think I could take him out. Now, the chlamydia, that's an aftershock. That's an aftershock. His name is Rat. No, it means small rat. It's nothing if not literal. Chat, I think I could beat up this rat. Alright, chat, I could definitely beat up this cheese sponge, the small pirate baby, this old man who I think used to be a soccer player. Discount Elmo might be a little bit of a thing. This Michael Jackson looking thing. This woman, I could probably do a good cat fight with. This rat, I could definitely take out. He might beat me a little bit, but that's fine. I could probably take out meanwhile, these guys, these are twos. You learn a new language. Oh my god. These two, unfortunately, because there's two of them at the same time, will probably be a little bit different. This soft drink guy, he's got some musculature, but I think I'd be okay. We've got the milk. Is a mascot for an electronics store. I'm definitely beating the shit out of this baby. The vaccine guy, probably give me a run for my money. The entirety of South Brazil, this fast armadillo, this jacked up chicken, they'd probably really hurt me, and then the genies would just wish me away. Chat, that's all of the Brazilian mascots that I could fight. Chat, you guys pick some weird shit. I mean, we've gone from Waffle House to Brazilian mascots. Like, this is why people like these, because it's just, what? Or Twilight. I only care about this deer. I don't care about anybody else. Mike's pretty cool, but this damn deer, that's all I care about. I've eaten the shit out of Brazilian Radio Shack Child. The other two are from the Olympics. Oh my god. Chat, somebody gave me this one, and this is gonna be a while. Chat, we've got all of the TCG card shop Tetramons. Now, I'm gonna make this very easy, because there's a lot. Chat, the Mufflins are kind of cute. I'm gonna put them at like a B tier. We're gonna try and go in like sections. The Mufflins are pretty cute. I'll give them that. This is a Clamigo. He's kind of good. We sell a lot of his products. He's pretty alright. His evolved form, though, kind of sucks. Not a lot of people are paying attention to that one. We got a Quillfish. Now, this one's just a fish. He's kind of mid-tier. Chat, also, first of all, we should probably put our precious children up at the top. Chat, here is all of our hogs. It would be sacrilege for me to not put the hogs at the top. Just specifically for the fact that, we have hogs. Chat, if you guys did not see, I talked about this yesterday. I also sent one to Pyrrha. Chat, you too can have the Pygmy plush. It's much better than the one that I made. Obviously, it is going to be a, production run. So it's probably gonna have, you know, some issues that you would with, like, pure production stuff, but it's pretty good. Chat, you too can go and get a Pygmy plush and enjoy it. Alright, this is the Duskox one, right? He's alright. We got Drillceros over here. He's okay. We got some of the flower line over here. I do like this one. Her cards sell for a lot. Her little C-Dot ones, though, don't do too much, so that's the rest of this line over here. We got Flame Broly over here. He's kind of cool. We got the really cool, like, Fire Fox guy. It always reminds me of Bamu. Always reminds me of Bamu. We do like those ones. We got the Angess over here. It kind of reminds me of Digimon, so I'm gonna say, like, mid-tier. We've got the rest of the fish line. Not as good as the original one. The original one is super cute. Oh, we got Beakai over here. His card got remade. I still don't know why. We got Clausifer over here. He's alright. His line is a little funky. I don't like it as much. Or wait, is this guy? Is this guy? I think this is this guy. Oh, we got our crab. We do like the crabs. They're not as good as the hogs, but they are definitely fun. We've got all of these bats here. The bats are pretty cool. I do like the bats. I do also like the little clamshell guy. He's super cute. I like him. The freeze and the fours and the threes and all of those, the Hydra looking guys, I don't like them. Don't like them. We got a Drakon over here, and like the problem with these guys is not necessarily that I hate them, because I do like the Chiron. I'm actually gonna put him up here. The Kyroger, I think is his name. We're gonna put him a little higher. He's got some good products. The problem is, chat, where's his 2? The problem is that all of his cards are cut off. All of his cards are cut off, so you only get like half of them. There he is. Actually, I should be a piece of shit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chat, once you get to this one, you lose half the heads. Don't know why. We got the Esmery over here. He's kind of cute. A lot of his evolved forms we don't really see a lot of, so I'm going to put those a little lower. But it's $160 for Digimon? Holy shit. I like a lot of the younger Pokemon. I think they're super cute. I think they look good. Here's the Mez-Spirit looking guy. We got a couple of the bears over here. See, we got his original form. Look how cute it is. Chat, look at it. Look, he's just happy. We got the Nimbulus ones. They're alright. They're not amazing. They're nothing to write home about. Nocti, however, Nocti is 10 out of 10. Chat, there's also a Nocti that you guys could purchase. Go get a Nocti. We like the bats here. Now, the stars, I don't like. Mintstar is cute. I'll put him at a D tier, but all the rest of these I don't really know as much about. We got the little moth one. Hold on. This moth, though, I got a very expensive card. The fuck is Smash or Pass? No, this is how good the Tetramons are in TCG. I'm not doing a Smash or Pass, no. The moth over here, I got a $20,000 card. Yeah, we got all of our hogs here. They are absolutely an S tier. 100%, you gotta put the hogs in S tier. Now, this little Litspire guy, he's pretty good. We've got a couple of good pulls for him, too. So I like him. Once we get to, like, some of the bigger bats, I don't like them as much. I try not to, here, chat. Once again, you too can go get a Pygmy plush. The rest of the Beakai line is just kind of meh for me. I don't really like the Firebird either. I just don't like them. I'm not really a fan of them. We've got this little guy over here. Now, we do sell his plushie. He's okay. We got the discount Digimon guys over here. Not really a fan. We got the fake Torterra. I'll put him towards the bottom, too. We got the whole Fighting Fire line. They're alright. They're kind of mid. I'll put them at a C. They're not bad or anything like that. They're just not as good as, like, the Hog, for example. Or our little Claw guy. We got Poopaz over here. I like making fun of Poopaz, so I'm gonna put him at a B tier. We got all of the Gigatron X line over here. They're okay. They're nothing to write home about. They just kind of exist. We got the Fire Tauros over here. We got more of the Torterra line over here. Don't really pay attention to them. Here's more of the flower guys. Here's this one. Chat, there's so many seeds. There's so many seed-looking fucks. I don't pay attention to any of those. Here, there's another one of these. I don't like the electric guys. There's just too many of them. You can't really tell them apart. They just exist. Alright, here's another one of the bats. Oh, here's the little mufflin guy. You're kind of cute. The little muffin one. I like that one. This is Gigadraur, I think it is. We don't really pay attention to them. They just kind of exist. It's a whole line, as you can see here. I think it goes this way. They're just kind of there. We got the Decimite plush. He's okay. His plushes are, I keep forgetting my therapist is here, Jesus Christ. The Decimite line is okay. I think, I can't really tell them apart, so I usually go by which one is hands up and which one's hands down. Because they all have little statues that you can get. So I just go hands up, hands down one. I don't remember any of them. Oh, we got more of the really pretty fox over here. I do pay attention to a lot of these ones. I don't really pay attention to these ones down. We've got, more of the ninja beak ones. We've got the gecko flares over here. They're okay. Drakon, I think, goes over here. Dusko, for some reason, they keep buying a lot of his playmats, so I'm gonna put him at, like, a B. Also, thank you, everybody. Stretch. Drink water. Chat, are we okay with this so far? Is this... I don't think this is a very hot take. I think this is a pretty neutral take. We got the jack-o'-lantern guy. He's pretty cool. We got a couple of good cards. Pyrrha did too. So I do like this one. This one is the next evolved form of Poopaz. He's not as good as Poopaz, so we're gonna put him a little lower. More Drakon. We got... I don't even know who the fuck this is. Oh, we got the Mumog here. He goes over here. I think this one got added later. I don't know anything about this one. We got the whole little Hydra Tiny line over here. He's okay. He's probably a good mid. Not bad. Not great. More of the legendary dragon-looking ones. We got the Flame guy. He's okay. He can hang it over here with the mummy one. We got Flower. He can go over here with the rest of the Flower line. We got more of the... I think this is Flitwick or something like that. And then here's another Clawsaphir. He's not as good as our little crab guy, our little original one that we kept pulling really good cards for. So, I think this is pretty good. Chat, what do we think? So we got our hogs at the top. We got some of the cute birds and bats. We got the cute little, original ones. We got our Mothini. And we got our lit spire guy over here. We got our Clarmigo. We got our Flora one. We got our foxes. We got our cool little crab guy. Our jack-o'-lantern one. Our little Shello. And our little, what did I say his name is? I think it's Litspire? Something like that. All the rest of these, I can kind of take or leave. These guys are kind of, neutral. I don't mind them. They sell a lot. We got our Poopaz that I like making fun of. And then the rest of these are just kind of, you know, they just exist. They just exist. They're just there. I don't pay attention to them. Chat, are you guys ready to be even more hungry? Because, chat, somebody put in Japanese food. Chat, we're gonna be so hungry. There's also so many of them. There's so many of them. We're gonna be here for a while. Chat, this says Daisuke, which is most favorite. This is Ski. This is okay favorite. This is Ma, which is like in the middle. This is Daisuke Janai, like I probably wouldn't eat it. And this is just Kira, like I hate it. Chat, it's gonna be a while. it's gonna be a little while. I'm gonna actually, can I add add a row below? Hold on, can I switch this to, is this gonna fuck it up? No, I haven't had it. We'll do that. Sound good, chat? So, we're gonna start from the bottom. We got Ganmodoki. Just put everything in S. Well, because we've got, like, Fugu. I've never had it. Never had it. Never had it, probably never will. We've got futomaki, which is gonna be like a very nice little vegetable roll. Very tasty. I'm gonna put that at like a ski. That's probably a good one. Oh, chawanmushi. Oh. Chat, so good. It's soft, it's jiggly, it's steamed egg with delicious, you know, fish cakes in it. Chawanmushi. Delicious. We got cold ramen. Alright, I'm gonna be... People are gonna be mad at me. I don't really like ramen that much. I don't. Whether cold or warm, I've had it all. Don't like it. I saw ramen in here earlier. Where's ramen? Where's regular ramen? Here we go. I know, even with the eggs, even with everything on it, I don't like it. If I could have anything else, I would have it. What is this? Bitter melon stir-fried with egg and more? I've never had that, so we're gonna put this down here at the bottom. Kenpi, this is... What is that? I keep losing it every time I go in. Oh, we got fish cakes. Which way does your Naruto swirl, chat? Mochi, I am the outlier. I'm okay with mochi. Very mama. Very... In Chinese, it would be mama hoo hoo. Horse, horse, monkey, monkey. It's just there. I don't really like ice cream mochi. Everyone's always obsessed with it. I prefer like the red bean kinds and stuff like that, so that's why it's down here towards the middle. And it's not like at an A, like I probably would put like a red bean mochi, like an actual mochi. We got braised pork belly. I don't really eat a lot of pork. We got kakameshi. I've never had it. Curry pan. This is just curry bread. Chat, good Japanese curry. I always get the hottest Japanese curry that I can because it has nothing on Japanese curry. Or, Chinese curry. Or Indian curry. It's so... Oh, chat, we got melon pan. S tier. Now, the reason for this is because it's just a sweet sugar bread. It doesn't actually have any melon in it. It just looks like a melon. That's why it's called melon pan. I love it. It's got no melon in it. Chirai sushi. So this is just a big-ass amount of just sushi. So if you go to a sushi place in the States, they'd usually call it like a treasure island or something like that. This would be that. So it's got like a whole bunch of like fish eggs, maybe fruits, maybe some vegetables and stuff like that. What about natto? I had a teacher that had me have it. Had a teacher that had me have it. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Absolutely with a passion. Where did... Oh, we got seaweed salad. Wakame. This is probably... I am probably the outlier. I love seaweed. I love how crunchy it is, and I love how fresh and refreshing and, like, light it is. I almost just said fresh and refreshing. I love how light and fresh it is. Especially with the crunchy sesame. Now, there is a place near me that sells this, but they put cucumber at the bottom of it. Ew, I don't want cucumber. I hate cucumber. Alright, we got gyudon. I love gyudon. You can actually get a lot of gyudon actually in frozen packets with the onions already done with the meat. And then you just throw it over rice. You just put it in the microwave. I love it. It's so good. I never put an egg yolk in the middle, though, because we can't really eat our eggs raw. Croquettes, I'd say they're like pretty mama. They usually have potato in them. I'd rather just have a samosa. I feel like the batter itself is too thick. A good way to describe it is if you go to, anywhere that has, like, a fried ice cream type of thing, and it's got, like, the cake on the outside. It's about that thickness of the batter. Not really a fan. We got chikuzeni. I've never really had it, but I do love lotus root. I do like that. Dango. Dango, I'd say, is, like, a pretty A tier. I do like the caramelization on it. a lot of the time. Shrimp, I don't like shrimp, so I'm sorry, you're gonna go into a C tier. I like the fry on it. Not really a fan. We got a nabe hot pot. This one is gonna be typically around like autumn time, so it's gonna have a lot of mushrooms and stuff like that. I don't like shrimp, so I'd probably skip a lot of the shrimp, but it's pretty good. Pretty good. Spinach salad. So I make a lot of this actually, because I make some lunches sometimes. So glad I got food. I know, I'm sorry, I'm making everybody hungry. I really like the spinach salad, so you're gonna take the spinach, you're going to, sometimes they will put mayonnaise, because you're gonna blanch it first, you're gonna take it out, you're gonna chop it up, you're gonna put sesame oil, and some mayonnaise. Now, I skip the mayonnaise, I like it with the sesame. So good. It's such a good time. I really like it. It's very easy to make, too. Miso grilled rice sticks. I've never had that. Candied sweet potato. So I don't like sweet potato, but I've also never had it. Now we got maki sushi. So this is going to actually have, like, fish in it as opposed to, like, vegetables and things. So I'm going to put this a little bit higher. So it's usually going to have, like, crab sticks and stuff. Hayashi rice. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. It's super bitter, but it's also super sweet. It's got a lot of that umami flavor. Miso? I could take it or leave it. I would rather just have the tofu. The fish that's the rice around that only has toppings. Would that be, would that just be nigiri? Rice with the yeah, with fish. Yeah, isn't it nigiri sushi? I love nigiri. Whenever I can and I'm at a good place that I know has really good fish, I will just have that. No, it's the round ones. Onigiri? Oh, tamago. Tamagoyaki right at the top. I don't care if it's sushi. I don't care if it's literally just the rolled omelet. I will eat it. So good. We've also got oden. I like the aspect of oden, but I don't know about it. I do like the chikuwa in it, which, speaking of, we got fish sausages. I'm gonna put it probably here at like a B tier. It's probably about the same as a fish cake for me. It's, it kind of sops up a lot more of, like, the moisture and stuff around it. So I like that a lot better. The fish with the rice around it, and then it only has toppings. And it only has toppings. I don't know. Oh, sukemono. Okay, so we've got, like, we got the radishes and stuff. I love the radishes. Everything else I can't have, but the radishes. The daikon radishes. Holy shit, so good. Did you know, chat, that's actually not made with vinegar? Uramaki? Do we have an uramaki? No, I don't think so. Oh, shabu shabu. Okay, I love shabu shabu. I love how thin it is, and I love the really tasty broth. That's my favorite. Edamame, I'm gonna put it like an A. If you put a plate of edamame in front of me, I will eat all of it. If I'm at a place ordering that, though, I probably won't get it myself. Someone else has to get it. Haven't had... braised burdock root, have not had... Oh, karage. Especially with the lemon. I recently introduced some friends of mine to karage, and they were very confused as to why I was putting lemon on top of everything. It just elevates it to, like, a certain point, and it just tastes so good. Oh, we got inari sushi. So, if you've never seen these are soy packets, so it's deep-fried, tofu. And, you shove all the rice in there, and then you can put either, like, raw fish on top, or you could just put some regular furikake here. We eat this all the time in my house. I love it. It's such an easy thing to do. We got nanbanzuke, which is a fried fish in vinegar. I unfortunately can't have it. We got Fukuoka hot pot. Now, even though I have a sensei from Fukuoka, she never made it for us, so I've never had it. We've got agedashi tofu, which is tofu that has a dashi broth that's poured over on top of it. It's pretty okay. I like it. Gyoza. Chat, I don't like pork. Every time I have it with somebody, it's always with pork. I like it better when it has leek in it. I love leek. If it had leek, I would put it up all the time, but everyone always only has the pork variation, and I hate pork. I hate it. Oh, and then we just got regular sashimi. Friends of mine, we would sit there and we would just eat all of the stuff that was meant for the sushi parties. We would just eat it as sashimi and just eat it straight. See, I would like it more if it wasn't just only the pork one. Everyone only gets the pork one. Ochazuke, which is rice that has had tea poured into it afterwards. Everyone has like their own kind of variation to it. I like it. I think it's probably an A tier. It's probably over the tofu because these are just big ass pieces of tofu that it takes a while for it to soak up. Whereas this tea in it is so good. And then you put some more toppings on top of it. The rice crackers. So I don't like the senbei very much because it's too crunchy for me and there's not enough stuff in the middle. It's very open and airy. I also don't really like the seaweed on the outside either. Sorry, chat. Okonomiyaki, I love. I like not only just the regular kind with everything on top, but also the Osaka variation with the noodles. So good. Haven't had you. I think this is just fatty tuna, but I technically have not had it. Haven't had you. Eggplant glazed with miso. So I've actually made this. It was okay. It was definitely okay. So it's eggplant, and then you take some shiro miso and you turn it into a glaze, and then you either grill it or you pan fry it, or put it in the oven. I don't know if my eggplant was just too bitter, but it did not work well. There's vegetarian okonomiyaki? So would they not put the bonito on top? Because, I mean, you don't have to put the fish in it. Oh, tonkatsu. Definitely there. I especially love the bulldog. The bulldog, topping for it. Hold on, where is it? Oh, my precious friend. Chat, oyakodon is my favorite fucking dish in the world. I love the egg dishes. Oyakodon with a little bit of undercooked egg on top is so good. Because not only are you getting the crunchiness of a katsu, but then you throw egg on top of all of it. So you just have this deliciously scrambled egg. Oh my god, it's so easy to make. You can make your own dashi kind of broth stock to put in there. And you can, you know, make it however you want. I put extra mirin in mine. Oh, it's so good. And then I chop up a little bit of cabbage. Like, very thinly sliced. Kind of like how you would for... Oh my god, where's a picture of it? Kind of like how you would for, like, a lunch set. Like, over here for the tonkatsu. But I put it at the bottom. So I put the cabbage, then I put the rice, and then you just get the nice crunchy cabbage at the bottom. Oh, it's so good. So without fish or egg. Huh. We got pork soup. I've never really had it. I'm gonna put it over here. Where's the... Oh, yakiniku. 10 out of 10. It was the secret ingredient in everything, because it gives, like, a really good umami taste to everything. We just got a big giant bag of it for 25 bucks, and that's gonna last me for forever. Nikujaga, I've never had. Omuru rice. So I can't have ketchup, so I'm gonna put that at like a low tier, because I've had like regular omuru rice, but I had to ask them for no ketchup, and they were not happy to make it like that. So unfortunately I can't really get it. What is this? Baby sardines. Haven't had it. Fermented seafood, haven't had. Sticky rice and bamboo leaves, I've never had. We don't have a lot of, like, bamboo leaves that are put over here. Soba is nice and chewy. I like it better when it's cold. I think most people do eat it when it's cold, but a lot of the times, especially in the States, it's served warm, and I don't like it. I think it'd be different if I actually got to have it, like, properly cold. Oh, yakisoba? My favorite. Especially with cabbage. I love throwing yakisoba with cabbage just into a pan. It's so delicious when stir-fried. So good. We got onmitsu, so this is like cold jellies with like a whole bunch of fruits. I like it. I like it. Used to deep fry the noodles for a snack. I could see that. You can also deep fry just any of the noodles for a snack. Because I know that you can get bags of it when it's the ramen that's deep fried. Like the ramen, the dried stuff. On mitsu, though, I really like the red bean paste. So I always like taking huge bits of this and just putting the red bean paste on everything. And it's usually got a little bit of green tea ice cream. Oh, so good. Taiyaki, I love. I like the ice cream variation. But I like it when it just has the red bean in it. As you can tell, I really like red bean. Okay, tamaki. A lot of people think that it's not as good as regular sushi. I think it's better. Because I feel like the hand rolls themselves, you get to eat more. Especially at, like, all-you-can-eat places. And you get to actually enjoy the fish instead of all the other stuff. I love when it's rolled really well and you can just get a bite of all of the fish and everything. And then just dip the entire thing in soy sauce. That's what I do because I'm a horrible person. Yakitori, I'm okay with. I don't really eat a lot of meat. It's not as good as like a yakiniku where you can eat all the sides and everything and kind of cook it to how you like it. I don't really like a lot of the wood smells and stuff, so... Oh, raw egg on rice. I wish I could have it. That sounds so good. We got soup with rice cakes. I've never really had. Yu tofu. Never really had. Oh, tofu skin. Chat, I really love tofu. I am the outlier. I love tofu. We made onigiri at one point, but we put battered salmon in the middle. You hate it. I know, I love tofu. I'm the weird outlier American that's just like, oh my god, I love tofu skin. I'll eat it with everything. Eat it fried, eat it raw, don't care. I will put it in a hot pot. I'll put the deep fried tofu in there. Oh, it's so good. But we would do, like, battered and then deep fried, salmon, and then put that in the middle of the onigiri so you get, like, a little bit of a crunch, but then you couldn't sit it. So you had to eat it, like, right away. Which kind of defeats the whole purpose of onigiri, so... Refused to, because how much I hated making it. Well, now that you're not there anymore, it's a little different. So I like dried fish. I like dried squid, and I like dried salmon. But I've never had the other one. So I'm gonna put this here at like a B tier, like a ma, because I don't know which kind of fish this is, and I haven't had as many. I know it's like me how I'll never go back to some of the places that I worked at. Oh, chat, we got sukiyaki. Now this one's slightly different because this one's gonna be a little bit more about a lot more of the vegetables than for the other yakis that you could have. So like where's the other ones? I saw another one where it's like more about like the fish and stuff, whereas this one is more about the vegetables or like the fish cakes. Like I like fish cakes, but not that much to have it all the time. Somen, I've never had. Monaka, isn't this just daifuku? I love the little anpanman kind of like stuff. So I'm gonna put you here because I think you're a red bean as well. 10 out of 10. Unagi, I hate. I'm sorry. I hate eel. I don't know why. I don't know why I hate it. I love eel sauce. Can't stand eel. Got a whole frozen eel. Hated it. I don't know why. Oh, grated yam. This is the secret to a really good okonomiyaki. You want to grate your mountain yam very, very thin. There was a singer who did a song, Ue o Muite Aruko. They just called it sukiyaki. Jesus Christ. I love all the vegetables in it. I love the very thin sliced beef in it. And I love the grated yam. Oh, I love grated yam so much. It looks like snot, but it tastes so good. Gyutan, which I think is a form of fish. I've never had it. Takawasa, I've never had. Fried ginger pork. I've actually been making that recently. I didn't mind it. I tasted a little bit. I don't really like pork very much. But, I've been making it recently, for, like, little lunches and stuff. It's pretty okay. I'm using just, like, powdered ginger and not fresh ginger, so I wonder if that would be different. But I don't really eat pork, so that's why it's over here. Like a mama type of thing. I am one of the outliers. I don't like udon. I don't like the really thick, chewy noodles. I'm sorry, chat. I don't like the very thick noodles. I just don't. I think it's also similar to like how I don't like ramen either. Because it just exists. It's so... Oh, umeboshi, I don't think I can have. I've never had the sea grapes. I love tempura. Whenever possible, I will get tempura, but if there's any of this on the menu instead, I will probably not get that. But I'll probably get that as like a starter or something like that. Rice porridge I've never had. Grilled squid I've never had. Gunkanmaki, I think that's just fish eggs, right? But I also don't like cucumbers. I've never had the fried tofu fritter, though. Oh, fucking curry. Immediately. I don't like sweet potatoes. I already know that. I have had that, but I haven't had it, like, you know, Yokon. I think this is just, this is just red bean pops, right? Never had it. Japanese risotto I've never had. Salted grilled whole fish I've never had. Rice with azuki beans. Ooh, that sounds good. I actually kind of want to try that. Monkfish liver. I don't think we can get that here. I think this is hot red beans with tofu, right? Zenzai? Never had it. Takoyaki, though? With that little bit of an octopus tentacle in the middle? Phenomenal. I do like the breading, too. If it was just the breading without the octopus in it, and you put a little bit of takoyaki sauce on it, I would eat it. 100%. What is this? Chicken wings. Without batter Nagoya, I've never had. Fried meat and veggie skewers. Kushikatsu and kushiage, I've never had. Chinese-style noodles, never had. Monjiyaki, I've never had. And fermented H-tofu, never had. Chat. Now I'm really hungry. Oh, man. Now I really want oyakodon. Oh, man. Chat, delicious. It's like really weird because I have such a strange assortment of what I really like. Because we've got like the waffles. We've got tofu skin. We've got daikon. We've got grated yam. We've got melon pan. We've got yakisoba. And then you go down here and it's like ramen, unagi, omurice. Chat, there's no rhyme or reason. Legitimately no rhyme or reason. check my food section. Hold on, wait. Actually, I can do this now. Hold on, I could do this now. Because I don't know what'll pop up if I open up with the Discord, so... Oh, is that zucchini? Oh my god, I'm so hungry. Oh, is that zucchini? What is this parrot? Yeah, I could definitely probably beat up that bird. Yeah, Moon's right. I could probably actually beat up that bird. I'm a big sucker for fried zucchini and, fried mushrooms. Oh, man, I'm so hungry, chat. Chat, why'd you guys give me all the tier lists that's just food? Why did you guys just give me all the food tier lists? Was this on purpose, chat? I think this was on purpose, chat. I think you guys just wanted to make us all hungry. We got 2 food ones. Oh, chat, I'm starving. Chat, I think this is a pretty decent amount of stuff that I've eaten. I guess I gotta eat more. I guess I gotta try these. God, I really want Tamago. I really want Tamago Kakikoga. Why can't I have fresh eggs that are actually properly taken care of instead of whatever the crap we get in America that's yellow? And it's not actually orange like it's supposed to be. Chat, I guess I gotta branch out and start eating some more stuff. I gotta branch out and eat some more weird shit. Well, weird for Americans. That's the thing. We were talking about that when I was with the family this entire weekend, because we were talking about all the stuff that I eat, and they're like, man, you just don't eat anything American, do you? And I was like, no, I don't. I can't have a lot of it. A lot of it is like mayonnaise or potato salad or pasta salad or hamburgers or hot dogs or stuff like that. The blood red yolks are weird. Well, they're not like blood red, but they're like very orange. Very orange. So they're actually taken care of and they're actually fed like a decent amount, as opposed to like, you know, America, where it's like, oh yeah, it's slightly yellow because we like clean the hell out of all of it. Which then actually makes you sicker. So go figure. We'll make a bunch of tempura. Oh my god, yes. You can get blood red yolks. Oh yeah, you could get a couple of them. You could also get like, blackened yolks. Oh my god, I forgot I have moon cakes. I have moon cakes with a single yolk in the middle. Oh my god, I could have moon cake with the salted egg yolk. Chat, I think that's what I'm gonna have for lunch. I'm gonna have some moon cake. Chat, it's the beginning of autumn. Happy Mid-Autumn Festival. I'm gonna go have some moon cake. I bought my moon cakes, damn it. I'm gonna have it whenever the hell I want. I'm so excited. Chat, I love moon cakes. I love lotus. I don't know why. I just really like it. I love just deep fried lotus. I love lotus cakes. I love stir-fried lotus vegetables. I just love lotus. I don't know why. It's the best time of year for me. Love it so much. So chat, thank you everybody for putting in all of your tier lists. I'm sorry that we kind of went off track a couple of times because I just kind of lost my mind. This happens to me frequently. So thank you everybody for being here, and thank you everybody for you know, putting in your list that we could do. So chat, here's my Japanese food one. Here's my TCG one. Here's my Twilight one. We only care about the deer in this house. Here's our, which mascots from Brazil could I fight? We got our alcohol tier list. We got the Waffle House menu. We got the Fool Me how many times. And we got the, every Planet Zoo animal one. I should probably zoom that one out a little. There's a lot of these. See, that's the only problem with this, is I can't really, like, fit them all in here. Would it be a Q stream if we stayed on topic? I didn't mean for it to go to, like, religion and stuff, though. I hope I was respectful. If I was disrespectful, please let me know, so that I can correct myself. I get on a tangent, and then I just get into it, and then I just ask questions, and then we just debate things, and it's just a whole thing. That's just all there is to it. Because I'm just a very weird person. Also, hey, if you know anyone that can answer any of those questions, please ask them, and then please let me know. Because I'm always curious, and I love learning new things. Because that's just the kind of person I am. So, chat, if you guys didn't see, I am not here tomorrow, unfortunately. I have to go to a doctor's appointment. I will be here as of right now on Friday. I'm going to get an actual answer probably today or tomorrow to see what's going on. But I should be here. We should be doing the Sims 4 Witches build, so that'll be a ton of fun. So thank you everybody that helped us to meet these 2 sub goals for this one and also for the one on Friday. If I have to delay the Sims one, I'll let you guys know. But chat, I appreciate you guys all being here. It was a ton of fun. It was a great time. Chat, if you guys did not already, but I'm hungry and I can't eat because of it. I know, I think that's why Pepper didn't show up. Because Pepper, I don't think, can eat until tomorrow. So I was just gonna make Pepper really hungry. Chat, if you guys did not, please go and drop a follow for Lou really quick. I know I didn't shout out everybody yesterday. I do appreciate everybody that rated. I realized that after I ended, it's because I was late in going to do the dual raid. So everyone that rated yesterday, I did not forget. Thank you. I do appreciate it. That's why I do the shout outs here, and then I do them at the end of the day if I remember. So a couple of people reached out to me saying, hey, I forgot. And it's like, yeah, I still appreciate them. You know, it's no anything against them. Just I needed to go and raid. So chat, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for raiding. Thank you for clipping. Thank you for hanging out. Thanks for sharing the stream. Thanks for subbing. Thanks for donating bits. And thanks for support. Appreciate it. Every bit of it. I always say thank you a lot, and I always will. So, chat, let me see who I can drop you guys off to here on this nice Wednesday. Let's see. Chat, let's go and stop over and say hi to our friend Snooze, who is currently making a mess and calling it art.
I'll be back Fridays.
Oh, wait, no, is he ending? Oh, are you serious? No, Snooze, are you serious?
Like, here, live on Twitch or TV Thursday.
Is that what he just said? God damn it, Snooze. Alright, so I guess we can't go say, see Snooze. But chat, if you guys have not already, make sure that you guys, drop a follow for our lovely friend Snooze. At least in the meantime. But, yep, stream ending. God damn it. Damn it! Chat, let's go and, hop over then and... Oh, that works! Chat, let's go and see, our friend Simon. Who we don't really get a chance to go and see very frequently. So I guess we'll hop over there. Chat, Simon's currently doing some Genshin. I know a lot of you guys will play it. So, make sure you guys hop over there and you guys, don't backseat. Be kind. And, I will see you guys hopefully on Friday. I'll let you guys know if I cannot. So, thank you, everybody. Have a good Thursday and have a good rest of your day. Bye. Bye. Here's your raid messages. Bye.